the front line, take the don'ts. He's coming out again.
Wait, can you hear me? Give me sure. Just check. Wait, can you hear me? Give me sure. Yes, you can. Sweet. Have some brilliant frame data. Well, it's alright. But right now we're waiting to get into the first game. On one side we got Loz, Saint, Ploksh, Irion, I don't know. Gatronics, Flaming Squid, Bamboo Stick, Paradox Pixel, Lolito, Nickel Sheep, Teddy Cox, and Shavox. There are a lot of people watching. Well, oh no, okay fine, there's only 6 people watching. Might be more of you watching on the stream. Shout out to you people. Anyway, so I don't know if the game is actually going to be on Temple of Ooze. It's not quite as ordered as I would have thought it would have been. Anyway, so we're going to hopefully get down to it soon. So yeah. Oh, please, Jeff, give me a legend. Oh, there we go, and we're entering the game on Temple of Anubis. So is that on that, and it's going to be with quick play rules because I think they want to see more information about stuff. So we're going to be coming out of spawn. And there we go. So it looks like on the defense side we have... Well, actually I don't quite know. They're still sorting themselves out. I'll wait for them to actually come out of spawn for defense. But it looks like we've got Bamboo Stick on Diva, Paradox Pixel on Farah, Lolito on Zenyatta, Nickel Sheep on McCree, perfect timing, Teddy Cox on Mercy, and Shavox on Winston. Oh, no, Nickel Sheep to Soldier 76. Yeah, they're coming out. Oh, no, oh shit, wait, that's the offense. Defense is over there. So, on defense, we've got Loz on Diva, Saint on Soldier, Ploksh on Zenyatta, Irion on Zarya, Gatronics on Mercy, and Flaming Squid on Junkrat. Junkrat's sitting now. Oh no, he's not sitting on Hydron. Hydron apparently. We've got Mercy. So he's going to sit on platform. Every time I go to say something. Right, so setting up currently, probably around platform. As, yeah. Flaming Squid going down to set a trap just early. Now, I have nothing to say about the potential people to look out for because I have never seen, well, I've seen, I think, 3 of these people play. Bamboo Stick's alright. Saint and Flaming Squid seemed pretty okay. Just gonna quickly poke over here. What should come out? And they're coming out of the gate, and they're pushing up all together. Yeah, no changes really of anything. Taking a lot of poke at the start. They've got the Farah going up in order to see if they can get some early damage down to the platform. The early kill onto Farah from the Junkrat of all things. And they push onto the point very quickly, but get punished for overextending. The Mercy goes in to try and heal, but then it's actually taken out in response. They start to retreat, the Diva staying, and it's looking like they're going to get staggered. Soldiers on the high ground, but, well, sorry, on platform, and is getting pushed back. You got Farah firing some rockets over in order to try and get some damage down, but generally blue team seem to be keeping their position quite well, and they retreated back quite well in order to defend the point. Yeah. So Junkrat's just getting a bit of spam damage by spamming through the right hand side. They're just grouping up together, red team are. They're waiting for the Zenyatta, which is Lolito, to come up. They've got Farah on the other side, trying to get some damage down, but not quite achieving what they want to. As you can hear, Junkrat Ultimate is almost ready, and he's almost... To be fair, Ploksh is doing a great job on Zenyatta, getting a lot of charge and getting a lot of damage down. You've got to see Pharmacy going up, but they're dropping down all to go through the right-hand side, which is going to be punished, most likely very... only one Farah kill there from the A nice push from Red, getting a lot of picks there. Possibly pushing through platform. You got some reses coming from Gatronics on Mercy, and then we've got Zenyatta ult being popped in order to keep the rest of his team alive. Unfortunately, you got a D.Va ult coming through, but it's right inside, and nothing actually gets off of it. Red team is starting to push onto the point. They're getting some good picks down, and looks like they've already got it. Not much the enemy team can really do right now. So a really good second push there from Red Team. Even though Flaming Squid and Plock seem to be doing a great job, they just kind of... Flaming Squid didn't get enough value out of his ultimate, and then as a result, they just pushed onto the point and got a load of kills. And Mercy is really good at stopping that single pick. So you really have to get more value out of even a spammable ultimate like that. You just trigger Mercy res, which is not really worth to trade Mercy res for an ult. So just getting a better position. They seem to be pushing down their right. They seem to be just trying to get onto the point as quickly as possible to try and punish the downtime from the blue team members. You've got Shovox popping ult and actually getting a lot of damage on Gathonics, and then taking down D.Va. A really nice ult there from Irion, but can't really follow up onto it, unfortunately, for the team. Plocksh on the back line doing a lot of damage, but gets taken out with Shovox. You've got Paradox Pixel getting a lot of stuff done. It's still got ultimate in case they come back down. Lolito having really good spacing there. Gatronics trying to hold the point for as long as he can, but not quite being able to do enough. They've already got one tick. Got Orion charging on, but goes down before she can even slam the soldier into the wall. Got Winston trying to do something, nice D.Va ult there, but doesn't really achieve anything, unfortunately. Second D.Va ult achieves nothing as well, but they're trying to stall the point out for Red Team, for Blue Team. Blue Team are doing a decent job of stalling here, and they might get a reset of the Blue Team. Sorry, the Red Team, but doesn't look like it. Nice ult there coming from Paradox Pixel, but only getting one. You've got Nickel Sheep dealing a lot of damage, but getting picked off by Plocksh. Plocksh doing a lot of work there. Shovox creating great space with the Reinhardt. You got Shovox just trying to keep himself alive for now. About to die to the May of Flaming Squid. A good pick, to be honest, if you're just trying to stall. Unfortunately, Paradox Pixel getting staggered. And the rest of the team is just hanging back for now, not trying to really push anything too hard. Teddy Cox, nothing really seen about him. Seems to be doing pretty decently. Shovox is trying to push up on the right-hand side just to try and get a little bit of harassment, but a lot of spam coming through from the blue team, and Shovox is being seated caught on the left-hand side with Paradox. They seem to be pushing through the left-hand side now. And Shovox seems to be doing quite well. Nickel Sheep getting a decent amount of picks and a decent amount of damage down. Quite impressive. Paradox Pixel Discord is picking up. Shovox goes down, but you got Teddy Cox keeping him up. Plocksh pops ult in order to not die to Shovox. Shovox doing really good work with his ultimate there. Loz just trying to stop as much damage going through as possible. Gatronics popping ult in order to keep his team alive. Flaming Squid do a really good job in May trying to keep that D.Va from just, fucking everything. But then you've got a D.Va ult going off, which doesn't really accomplish anything. Saint popping ult, getting 2 kills, really nice. Really nice ult there from Flaming Squid, just freezing off. Luckily for Shovox, he manages to jump out. Bamboo Sticks, it looks like she's going to be popped. And you got Shovox retreating, but you've got the Mercy going in quite ill-advised, but they managed to get out without being staggered, which is kind of nice for them. Blue team's just trying to get some poke and trying to see if they can slow them down a bit. Slightly over-aggressive if they went around the side, but they don't seem to be being punished for it. You've got May coming back from going around the left.
My ultimate is charging.
So right now we've got Loz with an ult, but the red team have quite an ult advantage. They've got 3 ults, though blue team are quite close to getting a soldier ult. Unfortunately though, red team have got are very close to hitting Mercy ult as well, so they're going to have 4 ults in a sec, like almost any second now. Paradox Pixel trying to get a lot of spam and not really achieving anything. You've got Shovox dying over here, but along with Nickel Sheep now, probably going to go down to this Farah. Oh no, Farah doesn't really achieve anything. Oh, it's all Farah. So an ultimate there coming from Bamboo Stick. Loz not really managing to achieve much. Shovox getting boosted, and they probably have taken the point. A little bit of stalling coming out from blue, but not really achieving too much. The D.Va ults this game have been pretty lackluster, not really achieving much at all. Flaming Squid coming on, just trying to slow it down, but again, it really does look like... I mean, that ult didn't go off even from Gatronics, so it looks like it's really going the way of red team. And that's... Oh, no! Plotch turns up in the nick of time, and you've got Irion just trying to stall, but all goes red side. So Team 2 wins that one. So how much time did they have left? I didn't quite see.
Play of the game.
Wait, is this the right thing? I don't know. I can't remember what the command was. Oh, really nice, like, just getting a lot of damage in there. This is a really, really good fight for red team. Just like, it pops it here, and they're just all sitting ducks. Yeah, Plotch doing a really great job there, but just not being able to do as much due to the superior tank diving and damage coming out from red team. Oh. So, yeah, we're going to now most likely see the pushback, but I'm not quite sure. They might have people swapped in like Delusional, but I'm just going to wonder about that. I think this changed it to the other one. Alright, now you could probably see a logo. If not, I'm a moron, but that's okay. Yeah, I think it... Yeah. We seem to be swapping... Is that swapping the teams around, or what's happening? Oh, Delusional's coming in from the side. Let's have a look at them. They are diamond, or just about, not diamond, but they got a lot of time in, so they might be better than you think. Yeah. So we're going to be changing over to a Comprel set and going to Route 66 rather than back to Anubis, which is slightly strange to say the least, but it does kind of, if we're just resetting and going through the motions again. So, player I'd like to highlight from that game, being a fellow Winston me myself, is Shovox. Shovox was, there were a couple of times where he was overextended, and he did get picked, but luckily Mercy is in a current state where she's just kind of fucking stupid. Sorry, kind of stupid. So, Shovox there. But he was doing a lot of work in splitting off the team between each other. It also helped that they kind of... that their healers are pretty decent, and I think it was Saint on Soldier? No, it was Nickel Sheep, sorry, Nickel Sheep. Nickel Sheep doing a lot of work on that Soldier, in comparison to the DPSs of the other team, which is, now the colours have been swapped, and my life is just terrible. Everything is ruined, and, oh, shit. Sorry, I keep on swearing. I shouldn't be swearing, because that's against the Newcastle thing. Anyway, yeah. Slightly nervous, if you can't tell. Right, so I'm gonna just... Oh wait, you can't go through that? Oh, that's kinda dumb. So I'm just gonna take a look over here. What a beautiful view. And over here, we have the train line, which has been known for its inability to break. Well, it clearly didn't break very well. Got him. Anyway. Right. So, through on blue coming up? Yeah, they are. So we've got Shovox on Reinhardt. The rest of the team still deciding what they want to do. Shovox clearly a main tank player. Though, Teddy Cox picking Ryan... Oh, no, sorry, not Ryan Winston. But not, in fact, because they're changing around. That's probably a good idea. Because otherwise it requires too much healing. Bit of a late start for the rest of the team on blue. They only have 20 seconds in which to play their defences. Nickel Sheep hasn't even chosen his character yet. Though it looks like Nickel Sheep's also going to be on a damage dealer. So we've got Loz on Lucio support, Saint on McCree DPS, Plotch on Mercy, their support obviously. Nickel Sheep also being a DPS playing Soldier. A lot of hit scan on this team, which is good for them because they predicted the Paradox Pixel picking Pharah again. Obviously they might have thought a lot about it, or they just like those characters. A good Orisa setup, holding around the corner, Paradox Pixel trying to get some poke over the top, and Gatronics poking out a little bit too much. Rion trying to get a little bit of damage down, and can't really be the old diva that is there and just soaking up absolutely everything. Unfortunately, some of the team members have dropped down. The hit scans have dropped down from high ground, and they're getting quite punished for it. The red team, or not apparently, the red team aren't properly pushing their advantage. This Zarya is very charged on Shovox, and Paradox Pixel is trying to get some damage down the backline, but not quite achieving anything. Both teams, well, actually, blue team not taking that much damage, but red team taking quite a beating. Some good healing. Already a Zarya ultimate. Some great work there from Shovox, really building up the ult charge. Almost got an Orisa ultimate coming up, and also a McCree. Oh, they're starting to take damage now, but they're right back up. It seems like red team are just unable to push through. Flaming Squid going down, and just Catronics being out in the open and just not really quite being able to achieve anything with their damage. They're laying a lot of it down, and it's happening. They're also hitting the shields, but somehow they move forward, even though Saint has been rezzed. I think this is a mistake from blue team not pushing their advantage more. They're also splitting up a little bit too much. And as a result, Teddy Cox does die. You got I can't see the name. Ploksh going out on Mercy, rezzing Loz and trying to keep. Oh, sorry, rezzing Saint. Sorry. Catronics going down, in fact, to Shovox. Shovox showing a really good Zarya here. Unfortunately, the return ultimate from Bamboo Stick, and a lot of ultimates chucked in there, but only 3 kills, one of which was negated. But Ploksh dying as a result. It looks like they're going to take this push. They're trying to stall it with Stain, but it's just not going their way. From what seemed like a really strong hold, blue team just kind of choked and didn't manage to get anything out from their early damage, and the fact that they were taking little to no damage, it's kind of strange. They're obviously trying to hold up on high ground against the oncoming red team with the payload. It's generally where people tend to sit. You get some people sitting up on a garage over here sometimes, but not very often. No kind of flank there coming from red team. Notice that neither teams are using flankers, and therefore the supports are able to get a lot of on. That, in my opinion, that means they're slightly untested. But a Zarya ult that doesn't really achieve anything apart from a diva meching. Though they do pick off the Lucio, but then it's res straight away. You got Paradox Pixel trying to harass Plox in the back line with his own Catronics Mercy pocket. Trying to dish out a lot of damage from Teddy Cox. Paradox Pixel right in the back line, punished for it. Far too far more. Saint doing a lot of work. Shovox absolutely popping off this game. Nickel Sheep being in the back line with that sound barrier, just doing whatever he can. They get another ult down from Shovox. That's his 3rd this game, and it really does clean up this down. Paradox Pixel going to get probably staggered on the back line, not really achieving anything because Plox isn't going to die here, likely. Nickel Sheep moving up to the high ground in order to try and get picks, just in case also they might be flanking, which they are. You've got the Lucio going there, and now you've got the Genji coming. Exactly. Now this might properly test the supports. They're all rushing through from behind, and they're getting a lot of damage down onto Nickel Sheep, but he is Roadhog, and he will heal it all back up. They're moving towards point. An ultimate there coming, but not really achieving anything. Blue team have been forced off of the point for absolutely nothing, really. They invested a diva ult, but like, yeah. Anyway, they popped the sound barrier in order to try and push through and deal some damage. Irion losing her ult, and then a 4th, but unfortunately they can't quite make up for the utilize that grab as well as red team can. Where Paradox Pixel is getting got a really nice Justice running from above. Steady flow of Justice coming out there from Paradox Pixel, but their red team seem to just be slowly moving forward, even though their fights, other than when they have ult, aren't really seeming to do much. And here they actually get there's a nice pick there from Bamboo Stick and Paradox Pixel picking them off. Unfortunately, Bamboo Stick taking a lot of damage. Flaming Squid just kind of jumping around in something I would consider to be dangerous, but he's making it work, and hey, whatever works. I say that as he does. Paradox Pixel getting staggered. Not quite what you want for the team. Delusional waiting up in the high ground for a clutch Genji ultimate or something along those lines, because he has up. Though the ult economy is kind of even right now. Though Flaming Squid is very close to his ultimate, whereas Shovox will take a little bit longer to get that, unless he gets his like 5th or 6th Zarya ultimate of the game. doing a monstrous amount of work here. Paradox Pixel just beating up Saint with along with Delusional, really getting the backline, giving a load of health to the side of the red team, and the blue team also popping Sound Barrier. We've got a Zarya ultimate, not sure who it's from, and I don't know where. Maybe it was eaten by D.Va, but it looks like it was Shovox's again, his 5th or 6th of the game. Trying getting held back, but it doesn't matter because they're just eating all the way through the blue team with a lot of reses and just getting a lot of value out of their damage.
Fire at will.
You're getting another an ultimate there from Bamboo Stick, and it's pretty well capitalized on, to be honest with you. That's the difference between blue team and red team here. Red team are capitalizing much better upon their ultimates here in comparison to earlier. I don't know whether it's to change with Delusional actually being there, but Paradox Pixel is also just working so much better, even though they had double hit scan. Now they're running triple tank, by the way, blue team are. Plotch rezzing Saint, but just again, red team aren't really dying. Gatronic's taking a lot of damage there, but managing to make it out. He'll back up. Got a bit going on here.
My ultimate is ready. Go.
Got red team pushing up here and blue team on the left, trying to hold a position around the corner. Shovox pushing up, getting a lot of charge. Red team seem to have trouble trying to not shoot everyone, which is really great for Shovox. Shovox nearing his 6th ultimate of the game. Moving over here so we can get a bit of view. 6th ultimate of the game, but again, not capitalized on. Taking Delusional and Irion, but oh no, scratch that. They've done a lot of work there. Saint popping, having popped his ult, just taking down the Mercy, which is really important for these fights, that they don't get the recursion that comes from a Mercy ultimate. Sorry, from Mercy res. Sorry, I forgot about the time. Flaming Squid gonna get staggered if they can catch him. That is. Not quite sure what Plotch was doing there. Going a little bit aggressive for what you really want. Gonna swap onto Teddy Cox. Getting a lot of damage there down. Getting a lot of damage. Just gonna separate from him there. Irion just getting right on top of the point along with the supports who are really being left like unharassed in that front. I think that's a major criticism of just the blue team as a whole. They get this 6th Zarya ultimate, but again, hardly anything is happening off of this. I feel slightly sorry for Shovox because he's trying to do all this work and the tanks seem to be doing well, and Saint's doing alright, but they just don't have the damage to capitalize. And here you see this ultimate, and they're getting kills off of it. To be fair, Bamboo Stick is also doing a great job on the Zarya. Not quite as good as Shovox. Delusional just fighting Soldier in the backline, not quite achieving what he wanted to. Saint popping Tac Visor, but it comes to no avail. You've got Gatronics just getting in some more rezzing. All the team blue team being pushed back. Though Flaming Squid in a dangerous position, doesn't matter because you got Irion and D.Va just matrixing everything. Teddy Cox trying to push forward. Nickel Sheep also on the point, and with Loz. Paradox Pixel getting a lot of work done. Irion with ult, so that might be happening. But Nickel Sheep's just using ult to keep them off the point for as long as possible. Just delay and delay and delay. They're not playing for delays anymore though. They're playing to try and keep them off. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's happening. Plotch coming in, rezzing Loz, and it's a pain in the ass to kill Lucio. So this might go on a while. Shovox also changing to Tracer in order to try and just delay the point. But just kind of, they're just delaying the inevitable, which is kind of irrelevant. Amy Squid dropping ult, start to clear up all the final players. Shovox doing a lot of work on that backline, but just not really anything. Nickel Sheep just doing a great job of being a body on the point, unfortunately, then dying to the Genji, and D.Va ultimate goes off. Oh! Stopped right before the bell. Saint trying to get some damage in, but killed by Delusional. Plotch just trying to keep his team alive, but it's just not working. Loz also sitting on point, getting pushed right off. Oh, Genji ultimate to seal the game? Yeah, seal the game. There we go. A really nice set of pushes there from blue. Not quite as fast because they weren't quite... Sorry, from red. They weren't quite as adept at pushing... getting the damage. But when they got the damage, they were really capitalizing on it much better. Alright. Million miles per hour. Well, for me at least. And we're going to head back to the defender's start point. So it seems the real problem here is that Red need to properly capitalise on the work that their tanks are doing and the damage. So on this first point, Red dealt a lot of damage. Like they were just pumping it out, and Blue was. Wait, I'm getting confused now because have they changed? No. So yeah, sorry. Blue were on defense, and they were taking like no damage. The Orisa was really doing its job, and the Red just couldn't really do anything. But then they just retreated and retreated and retreated, and they didn't really push their advantage or get anything out of it. I think what they're lacking is a decent diving DPS. They're also running triple tank, which means they lack that ability to finish off their kills. Oh, so yeah. Good Reinhardt voice lines coming out there from Irio. I think that's how you say it.
Welcome to the gun show.
We're getting a response still. Well, they themselves do not know. It's a mystery. Sweet. So I'm just gonna go with Irion. Yeah. Oh.
No mercy.
Escorting the payload.
Sorry, I didn't even notice that the game has started. That's my bad entirely. Poke damage coming out heavier from behind the Reinhardt shield. Dropping shield for a second there, but not for Fire Strike. A little bit ill-advised. Not really any damage coming from both teams. It tends to be the Reinhardt just trying to get that ult charge. Shovel's doing a lot of work, already getting his ult up to 50%. Flaming Squid just kind of sitting on the cart, which is kind of interesting that they haven't punished him for it. Arion dropping down and dying straight away to Nickel Sheep. Watch out for the Mercy possibly getting him. Shovel's doing a lot of work, killing Bamboo Stick, but then Gatronics getting him right back up. That's on the backline over here. Shovel's slightly out of position, but he's making it work. He very much is. Flaming Squid still just being a pain in the arse. I think they might need to work on their tracking a little bit, because that Lucio stalled them for a little bit too much time. Even though they won the fight, they're not going to be able to punish it as much as they wanted to anymore, because of how much time that Lucio delayed. Though the Lucio is now staggered, which could be a problem for the red team. Arion trying to hold up a shield, but it looks quite damaged. It's probably going to be going down in a sec. But a mediocre shatter there. Paradox Pixel getting a really nice pick there on Soldier, on Saint. We got Ploksh rezzing Saint, but can he do anything, or is he going to die to Paradox? Pops ult and turns around, and he's going to probably pick up Gatronics from the look of it. Oh, an ultimate there coming out from Bamboo Stick, but not really achieving much. Delusion, apart from killing Ploksh, which is actually quite important. So I'm full of shit. So you got Paradox Pixel hanging around, just looking for people to harass with damage.
My ultimate is charging.
So they're going to be holding from around this corner rather than the further corner. It's also better because then they're closer to the health pack. And also they're not far away from the point. You got Shovox trying to do some harass on the back line. Not quite achieving what he wants to yet. Having to fall back. Delusional having a fight with him, which is not the greatest fight with Genji. Bamboo Stick taking a lot of damage. Teddy Cox popping ult. And again, not really achieving anything. Nickel Ship getting one kill on Paradox Pixel, and then getting another on Bamboo Stick, and Shovox is instantly rezzed after Delusional kills him. Nice Earth Shout there from Irion, killing Loz. Paradox Pixel gets rezzed, and then Ploksh rezzes Loz again. You got Paradox Pixel dropping an ult, only getting one kill on Shovox. Saint killing Paradox Pixel, and then Delusional getting a really nice Genji ultimate onto Blade. Ploksh rezzing Shovox again, the man who cannot die. And they push through with a really nice fight there, in clutching it. They didn't look like they were winning it too hard, with a couple of undervalued ultimates there from red team. They managed to push it through.
Come here and get stabilized.
They're setting up for some early damage through the point. They'll push on through.
Enemy contact.
They're holding slightly forward. Irion a little bit alone. Realizes this and starts to push back. Shovox going for some early harass, having to do with Reaper though, which is not what you want to do as a Winston. Somehow he manages to die. Probably it seems because of Saint. Shovox still creating a really good harassment on that backline. The Gatronics popping ult. trying to hang around, not dying to Showbox, because that's not what you want to do. Blue team this entire time has been pushing through, but they get a really nice Zarya ultimate, but they don't achieve anything with it, yet again. That's the problem here, is the tanks are setting things up, yet the DPSs are not properly capitalizing. Delusional getting out on a sliver of health. Loz being there and just jumping around, just generally just being a nuisance and keeping his teammates nice and healthy. Delusional popping onto Teddy Cock, getting a nice ult, getting a quadra kill. Gatronics rezzing Paradox Pixel, so they have enough strength, so they don't have to wait for the cooldown timing. And they're 6-man on point. Lovely, lovely ultimate there from Delusional. Most likely going to be the play of the game. I can't think of anything else. Maybe one of the Zarya ultimates in the earlier round. They're coming through the right-hand side this time, coming from behind. Saint a little bit on his own, and it looks he retreats back to the safety of his team. Paradox Pixel trying to punish Saint for this over-aggressiveness, and he does. Paradox Pixel doing a great job of killing the soldier, which is a little bit strange, because that shouldn't be happening. Plox popping ult and rezzing Saint, also popping rezzing Loz. Shovox popping ult and killing Delusional. Really nice there. Paradox Pixel just kind of hanging around on the outside. A really nice ultimate there from Bamboo Stick, and it was really well capitalized on by the blue team. Paradox Pixel getting little to nothing due to Mercy Res.
Enemy contact.
My ultimate is charging.
Looks like they're going to push through to nearly the end of this first point, though they will probably arrive back in time just to stop out. As you see, the Reaper turning up, who died at the start of the fight, so he really didn't get to achieve anything there by getting pushed off, because he got pushed off. So you got Showbox here, applying a lot of damage to backline, trying to kill Gatronics, not really quite achieving that because she's flying around and can't really do anything there. You got Irion swinging his hammer around, shielded, and just getting a lot of stuff down. Saint applying a lot of damage, killing Delusional and Paradox Pixel, finally doing his jobs, killing them at the gap there. Unfortunately, they were arrested straight away. Paradox Pixel, couldn't say it again. A nice ultimate there from Bamboo Stick, but again, Paradox Pixel is barely capitalizing on it. Nickel Sheep gets a nice kill on Paradox Pixel, and Irion is killing the, keeping the Showbox from just completely ruining his backline's day. Bamboo Stick killing off Loz finally. They're probably going to be holding it here for a little while. Nickel Sheep trying to get a little nickels and dimes here, but not really achieving anything. Nickel Sheep popping ult, but to no avail. Delusional just goes, and he is dead. Saint dying for his troubles as well. It looks like they're really being staggered. The team is just completely split. It looks like it's going to be a hold from red team here. Absolute slaughter. Gatronics rezzing, Delusional getting a really nice ult, killing off Mercy. Wasn't actually that great. Sorry, excuse me for that. Paradox Pixel, however, getting 2 kills and sealing the game.
Play of the game.
Delusional's play a game. As I said, this 4K coming out. See, they should nerf Reaper because I'm a tank player and I hate it. Really nice there. In fact, because the shield just went down and he was waiting for it. Showbox being an absolute hero.
Epic.
100%.
Like, it was crazy. I need to turn on my lights, because it is dark now. So we're going to a Nepal game now, which will be interesting, because now we'll have seen them on all but, we haven't seen them, all but hybrid, sorry, pardon me, all but hybrid. Teddy Cox, unfortunately, being slightly overshadowed. Teams swapping around now. Paradox Pixel having a good game that time. The game before looked kind of awkward, not so great, but here he was really able to push it out, even against double hit scan. I do genuinely think this is more due to the part that Team 2 just couldn't capitalize on stuff correctly. really couldn't achieve what they needed to. Alright. So yeah, so it looks like they're changing the teams. Maybe this is splitting up into the A team and the B team. I don't quite know. Maybe they're just splitting up so they can see different people react in different scenarios. I think that Delusional is very important to this team because he's the only player here who has actually played a diving DPS other than Shovox, and Shovox was doing it because he was trying to stall. And that's actually, like, it's very important to have someone who can actually kill and finish off kills. Like, you had Shovox on Winston doing a lot of work there, but if you have a Genji and a Winston, it just does so much damage, and it's very hard to deal. Especially if they're good. That helps. It always helps if they're good. So we're going to head into Game 1 on Nepal. I don't know the name of this specific map. I don't know any of the names, but this is the one where you do all the Roadhog kills, and I like this one. I miss the old hog. Straight from the Go hog. Gonna pop up here and be like, whee! No. Most likely they're going to head to this area here and really achieve them. Oh shit, we're in a... Sorry, sorry, we are in a skirmish. I didn't even realise.
Enemy seen.
Gonna go here, gonna look at his lovely skin. Oh, people are disappearing. I really actually like this Mercy skin, I don't have it unfortunately. Some really good aim there from Ploksh. Really brilliant shots. Oh, what a god. And he glides out majestically. Irion playing DPS now, but maybe this is just skirmish. Ploksh being the real true Battle Mercy in full army attire. Hey, get that movement tech down, yeah? These sashes really irritate me. They are going to be horrible for recording sometimes. Right, anyway, so we're going to sit and wait and watch the entrances. Is there any way I can watch both? Yeah, like this. So it looks like Shovox is going to be back on Zarya. Thank God for that. Bamboo stick on Winston. Not that I actually think Zarya is so great here, purely because she can get knocked off really easily and it's not fun for her. Though if you're sensible about it, it's not too bad. There are also a lot of spam points here, so you can gain a lot of charge. I actually take that back. I think she's pretty decent here. I hadn't really formulated my opinion. Delusional back on Genji, and that's quite decisive for me. I think I'm going to make an estimation. I think blue team are going to win. Irion now on a DPS and Nickel Sheep continuing to be on a tank. Lolito, have I seen him play yet? I think he played in the first game. Didn't really strike me too much. I think he was playing support actually. What the hell is that noise? Is that like me rubbing against the thing? I don't quite know. Teams are all ready to go and it's begun. They're rolling out. Paradox Pixel not switching off a Pharah still. Ploksh continuing to be on the Mercy because it's such a good pick right now. They're starting to contest for the high ground, which is generally the standard strat for this map. Bamboo Stick taking a lot of damage there. Looks like Red really had the strat down better. Saint really getting attacked on the backline, but luckily Paradox Pixel doing a lot of work there. Absolutely popping off. Bamboo Stick getting a lot of damage. Shovox getting a lot of charge. What a surprise! And this Roadhog is just going to die, and they've taken point already.
My ultimate is charging.
My ultimate is charging.
Nickel Sheep just jumping off, or getting booped off, I can't quite tell. Bamboo Stick already at 70%, Shovox at 70%. Like, that's supposed to be a slow charging... I forgot I can't go through that wall. It's supposed to be a slow charging ult. Teddy Cox getting bopped around and just can't do anything. Just getting munched in here. I mean, I say that, and then Bamboo Stick drops. Shovox almost already getting his ult. Oh, with Delusional with the Genji blade and just going off. Lolito also dying. I think that was a 4K. Holy hell, boys and girls, and other people in general. Just Shovox. Woohoo. Moving back here to a slightly more sensible position. Got 40% already on the clock. It's a good, decent chunk of percent. Bamboo Stick popping out and jumping in. Getting a lot of damage, but then just dropping down. Not quite as well advised, especially since now the team has a Reaper. Red team pushing through with that Reaper, doing a lot of work. Lolito doing more than I gave him credit for at the start, to be fair. Saint dropping ult, but It keeps them alive, but Teddy Cox goes down and then just gets straight back up. You've got Soldier, who's just being blocked by Genji. Irion taking him out in the end because Deflect does not last forever. So yeah, you've got Delito doing it like Electronics, rezzing Showbox, but to be fair, it wasn't even needed. Red team take back. Not Showbox, sorry, it was someone else. I don't know.
My ultimate is almost ready. My ultimate is ready. Let's work.
It's just a bit of a skirmish through here. Saint getting hooked and just getting bursted, which is reminiscent of old Hog, PogChamp. Delusional looking for some damage he can get. Saint getting rezzed by Gatronics. Blue muscling their way onto the point as Red tried to go to the other side. A real error there from Red Team. Red Team's support, they trade them. They just go down and down. Irion doing a lot of work on the backline, but it's just being negated by Gatronics. Paradox Pixel doing a lot of work. Lolito killing Saint. We've only got one support up on both sides. The tank's doing work. Lolito trying to do something, but Delusional just reflecting it back into his face. Paradox Pixel doing an alright job with his ult. And they take back the point. Nickel Sheep getting staggered. A right mistake there from him. Saint getting all the kills, almost at 90%. And gonna have his ult pretty soon. That's the ult advantage is very much in the way of Blue Team. And here comes the Dragon Blade again. Only getting 2 kills this time, sorry. And they popping ult. I'm not quite sure how sensible that was. I didn't quite notice their health totals. But hey, they pretty much won here anyway. It doesn't matter. Blue Team with a very strong hold, as I said, because Delusional is repping this Genji and just achieving so much on it. With Paradox Pixel being some consistent damage, with Showbox being able to pump out damage even on a tank. Delusional is and being so good at setting up plays. Delusional is given a perfect framework in which he can apply his pro Genji skills. Not to say that to miss out on Gatronics getting some really good reses and keeping the healing, steady stream of healing, allowing Showbox and Bamboo Stick specifically, is taking a lot of damage in those sides, really creating space. Not quite. I would say it's a little bit lackluster in that he is dying a little bit too much, but generally doing quite a good job. Saint keeping in the backline, not dying very often. I mean, hey, that's a good thing. That's fucking brilliant. Sorry, that is effing brilliant. So here we've got both going for the high strat here, which is generally what you do. Tend to be taking D.Va most of the time. Irion get forced off by Bamboo Stick. Really great there from him. Teams getting split. Lolito on Saint on the backside. Saint going down, but trading for the Mercy. Oh, Red Team have got some really nice picks there, and you can't res them because they just took down the Mercy. Looks like Red Team will be muscling their way onto the point and taking it first. Some really good frags there. Showbox resetting himself because it's just not worth the time. Teddy Cox just pushing forward. Really nice stagger on Winston. Absolutely brilliant. That's exactly what we want to see. So now that they've put Teddy Cox on Tracer, I think we might see it actually swing back around the other way. I haven't seen quite how good Teddy Cox's Tracer is yet, but it looked decent. I mean, hey, that was a decent stagger. They're going for high ground again, but going Zarya first. Not quite sure if that's what you want to do here. I mean, it's quite hard to push through here if they were setting up properly. But Red Team, very scattered. Lolito in the back line, which is not normally where you put a Winston. Irion jumping up, doing a lot of harass onto Delusional, but not quite enough. Bamboo Stick and Lolito having a fight. Bamboo Stick going pretty low. Paradox Pixel getting just taken out of the sky by the Tracer. Teddy Cox really doing a decent amount of work here. Ploksha on the back line, keeping things living. Ploksha I would like to highlight as one of the best supports here. Really nice ultimate there from Showbox. Sorry, not Showbox. Was it from Showbox? Not quite sure. Yes, it was from Showbox. Delusional getting a nice Dragon Blade as well. So yeah. So.
But an extinguisher. I am taking the objective.
So we got some nice reses from Plox, keeping the lead low. Just trying to stall out for more and more time, because if you can get it to a higher percent, then you can just take it, and then you can win off of the one cap. Unfortunately, they're dying, and it's going down back over to Blue. Some good work there coming out from both teams, but Blue managing to really capitalise properly off their ults, whereas Red, I haven't seen so much. I mean, they don't have the setup that Blue does. I think that's what they're missing. They're missing enablers. See, they've got like a few high damage ultimates, but nothing really to set anything up. Showbox getting pushed out of position, but still doing fine. An attempted stick there, but didn't quite go through. But Bamstu's stick dying anyway due to Nickel Sheep. An ultimate there coming out from Showbox. Not really achieving too much. Rocket Barrage coming in from Irion, trying to kill the other Pharah. Not quite what I would use it for, especially since there was lots of stuff happening along. Irion, however, winning that fight there. And it doesn't matter because they look like they're going to take the point. Tying it up for the teams. Cock and Plosh coming around the back. Leto just kind of moving around, deciding what he wants to do. Saint dying and getting res straight away. Really nice pick there from Miriam, but he died to Delusional. Bringing in some hit scan there. Really nice changes that they're applying. Even though I did think in this scenario, the surprise factor really has worked out, and also the ability to kill that Pharah, because it was a real pain for them. In overtime, Delusional staying in the point. Nice cap there from blue team. Paradox picks up getting a lot of damage out.
I'm feeling angry.
And Pummy Pixel has his ult. In fact, the ult economy is... I'd say it's probably just about even-ish. You've got a couple which aren't up. You've got they've got the coming through high ground, trying to push on. Getting slightly punished for it because they just don't have the shields or anything. Bamboo Stick doing a lot of work with that ultimate. Just keeping them at bay and just holding them back and even getting a kill and support. Paradox Pixel. Doing a lot of damage down there. Really doing a good job of just hammering the point home. If you get what I'm saying. An ult there popped from, I believe, Nickel Sheep, but not really achieving anything because Delusional's just pumping it into him and he just can't do anything about it. The Tracer is just trying to backcap, but it's not quite working out. Teddy Cox trying for a stick. His sticks have been quite kind of hit. They are difficult to hit, to be fair to him. An ultimate there coming out from Showbox to clean up the game. That looks like it's going to be it. Really solid there from, to be fair, everyone on the team out of blue side. On red side, I can't say I noticed Simon Quinn too much, or Lolito himself. When he was on Winston, it didn't seem too great a pick for him. His Reaper, however, was very good, and I'd like to see more of him on that. So maybe, I don't know. Irion doing a decent job on Pharah, to be fair. And of course, Genji ult. This is pretty sweet, to be honest. Really nice setup there from Showdown into a lovely, lovely cleanup from Delusional. Channeling his inner samurai, completely and utterly shredding the team. I wish I had that skill when I was cutting up my carrots. Showvox just, again, an absolute monster in these games. Almost a definite for the first team. Unless there are behavioural issues, but I don't know, I've not been in chat with anyone. So yeah, we're going into the next match. I'm actually going to be right back. I'm going to get some water, so enjoy whatever they're going to say in chat. So I'll be right back. Do not worry, chat. I'm not dead. Just slightly scared because loud noises. Anyway, so it seems to be something up the teams. Separating Showvox from anyone who I've seen be a good diver, and I think that's going to be a real problem for Showvox because no one can capitalise on what he's doing. Angel admitting she has no idea what she's doing. Kidding. But putting Ploksh and Showvox on the same team will allow Showvox to really set things up, and it's on the rest of his team to capitalise on it. That's what I want to see from Team 2. Delusional and Teddy Cox. Not sure if Teddy Cox will be playing Tracer. Maybe they'll be playing Full Dive, possibly. Irion maybe going back onto the Farah, but then we've also got Paradox Pixel there, who's probably, from the look of it, Farah one trick. Exactly. Saying good things, great things about Bamboo Stick. Really nice Winston play there from him. Though he seemed to be more of an off-tank, he seems to be doing a really good job on main tank. Showbox getting sick cupper action. So we are now playing on Hollywood. Lolito leaving. This could be a problem. Might go back to menu. Oh, it's kind of interesting. So you have to go down. Okay, that's an interesting skywalk. It's because the second area has a higher skybox than the first.
Hello? Anyone out there?
Oh, you hear that? Suboptimal.
Bless. Okay, we're having a little bit of a technical issue in that Angel has no idea what she's doing. Blue team setting up on the point. Lolito luckily connecting in time. I'm trying to find a good spot to sit because it is my first time actually being a cameraman and indeed casting. So apologies if I'm a little bit scrubby. Oh, and we've had another leave up. Flaming Squid clearly trying to give the enemy team a chance. They're holding back on Cafe, which is notable because a lot in Solo queue you see a lot of teams holding up at the choke, but oh, okay, I say that and then they just all go towards the choke, pushing up. Very undisciplined. I mean, to be fair, they aren't even a proper team. They are pretty much pickup game. Got Saint getting all damage in on the new Diva, which is pretty nuts. Generally stopping them going through that choke, which I've not seen many people trying to use, but they're shying away from the large choke, which would be slightly easier. Oh, Delusional going right down there due to a lovely hook from Nickel Sheep. He's been hitting those pretty decently, to be fair to him. Yeah, exactly. Showbox sneaking him around, trying to get some damage down on the shield supports, being held back. Need to watch out for the Symmetra. Could do more damage than you expect. Showbox jumping around, being still pretty healthy, but Loz having to recall because they were chunked quite hard. That area in there doing a really good job. Nickel Sheep popping ult and doing a decent job with it, just pushing people around and just generally managing to burn through shields. But then the Diva ult making them forcing them away. Nickel Sheep hitting another sick hook onto Delusional. Paradox Pixel have cleaning up the backline, which he's not protecting. Teddy Cox getting up Delusional and just punishing Nickel Sheep for being so alone here. Loz just going to be staggered most likely here, unless she knew. I know. General flying tomfoolery happening here. Saint sitting on high ground. Not quite what you'd normally expect from a Diva. I mean, that's just helping charge the enemy ults, to be honest with you. Delusional getting hooked again, but not quite dying, getting out on a sliver of health this time. Showbox trying to clean up, but he was already full health. Showbox popping ult and just diving the backline, just trying to disrupt them all. Flaming Squid popping ult and really getting a nice takedown on Paradox Pixel. A lot of kills there coming through for red team. Looks like they're probably going to take it, especially with this res. For this Lucio. Need to watch out for the Symmetra. Doing more than you'd expect, to be honest with you. Especially since, yeah, the Nickel Sheep's popping out again. This time with his team, and it's doing a decent amount. He needs to make sure that this that these DPSs don't do anything. There's the TP at the back of point, which is now gone. But hey, really allowing blue to not just drop the point straight away. They really would have been in a real tight spot. So here we got. So we got Showbox popping out again, just diving in, just distracting all of these tanks and these supports. Trying to kill the support, kill the Mercy, but he's not quite being able to do it. Showbox getting a lot of damage down. Nickel Sheep doing a lot for his team, but he also is a little bit on his own most of the time. That's the problem with what he's trying to do here. And Irion staggering him as a result, which is losing a lot of time with his team, which is why they haven't even gotten a tick, and we've only got 45 seconds left.
My ultimate is charging.
Double time.
Please move behind the barrier.
Anyone need some healing?
Showbox Surge getting trapped and just trying to push forward, being a little bit too aggressive. His team is not there with him. Paradox Pixel's just raining shots down. Oh god, I can go through that. Just taking more than they can really take down onto the red team. Maybe Squid popping out, but it's just getting blocked. He's running forward and he has to dive there. But he doesn't. He managed to keep it going, but not really achieving anything out of it anyway. Irion popping up, but it getting destroyed by the Lucio who she pulled into it. Lucio playing rather aggressive, and then you've got this D.Va roll, which doesn't really achieve too much apart from a bit of shield damage. We got a McCree ult coming out, and a lovely triple kill there from Delusional. Really nice work from him, and then getting a fourth onto Reinhardt, and then Nickel Sheep just dying and it timing out.
Complete.
All of blue team on fire there. Absolutely stellar work from them.
0-0. Switching sides.
Oh.
Anyone out there?
So yeah, I'm gonna let them actually pick their heroes before I start saying, "Oh, this is really interesting because of this," because they might just be memeing me. I can have chat on my phone. Give me a sec, chat. And I might be able to see what you're saying.
Man, I'm not paying you.
I'm getting chat on my phone.
Let's get moving.
If you didn't hear me, I had my mic away. Oh, if I can find it, how do I do that? I've got 6 whole viewers. Hey chat, how are you all doing? We're going to see, hopefully, a good offense here from the blue team.
Out there?
Showbox on a DPS, that's kind of interesting. Maybe it's because they have issues on having too many tanks on one team. Angel really shuffling around to test their abilities, not totally random at all. Yeah. Because sometimes some people might have a hidden talent. Oh, shit, I can hear myself. Oh, right, so, got May here on the defense, which is kind of interesting. Kind of good, because you can seal off all these chokes with the May and force them to go through the way you want. Paradox Pixel trying to go aggressive, getting punished for it by the D.Va. She's really good at taking out Pharaohs now, because you can go fast. Saint and Irion popping onto the back line, but not really getting anything out of it. Really good positioning. Delusional taking out the May, and Showbox taking out Saint. Popping ult there from Showbox. Showbox generating ult so fast. Really doing a lot of work. Popping ult and basically clearing half the team. Loz losing the mech though. And Nickel Sheep killing off Paradox Pixel. As always, being staggered. That's a bit of an issue there for Paradox, which they tend to have.
My ultimate is charging.
Delusional getting picked, but getting straight back up because of the power of Mercy. Saint trying to dive down, not quite getting Flaming Squid. Quite hard to kill a May like that. tell you that from personal experience. It's right pain in the butt. They're trying to drop down onto the back line, but just not really getting where they need to. The support's having really good spacing. Saint trying to get a bit of frontline damage. Teddy dropping ult there from Flaming Squid. Not really getting anything. Lolito moving in, trying to save his team. Trying to save Delusional. Their solo DPS carry. JK, Paradox is also there. But Lolito almost dying there, but not quite. Because this is Newhog. You can't have your one shots, that's not fair. It's clearly broken. Delusional getting hooked, not dying. Delusional tends to seem to have a magnet on him. So, sorry, Delusional seems to have a magnet on him something because he's taking hooks to the face. An ult there coming out from Gatronics, keeping his team alive for as long as he can. An ult there coming out from Irion, but again not hitting anything. None of these D.Va ults are hitting anything. I think the team needs to work a little bit on them. A really nice ult there from Paradox Pixel, finishing off a couple of people. And a full hold, and it's a draw. What do you think of that, chat? A draw on hybrid, not 2CP. I was about to say 2CP, and then I remembered it was hybrid. That is entirely my life. So now we've played a map on every single. Now we've played a map on every single game mode. So we've got that going for us, and it seems. I mean, if I were to look at it right now, the players I would choose are Delusional. Maybe Paradox Pixel. They don't have quite enough flexibility. That's the problem I have with them. I'd definitely pick
Excellent.
Showvox. Maybe Nickel Sheep, but I've only seen Nickel Sheep do well on Roadhog. Where are they? Sorry, I've just lost the names and I can't think of them off the top of my head. So we'll wait. So Showvox, Ploksh. I'd probably choose Gatronics. Gatronics is seeming to be pretty decent. Maybe Irion. Irion can pop onto a good Pharah, so that would make up if we have a DPS which doesn't do Pharah. Lito's trait. No, I wouldn't put Lito. I would definitely choose have I said? Yeah, so Showa. Bamboo Stick probably, though. I don't know. I can't think of a third DPS. That's what I'm having a problem with. Hey, I can't remember who that is. I know that I don't. I remember you saying in the NUEL in our Newcastle chat that you were Princess something, but I didn't remember your name. You were going to be judging me. Please be nice. I'm not good at this. Well, I'm alright. I think. I don't know. But I take it into account. Those guys. There's two of them. Yeah. Screw those guys. Angry. Right. So, who are we getting in? Who's the new person? No one. Maybe. Who am I missing? Who's new? Pew I'm sad. Have I seen them play before? There's Afiora played. Maybe that's one of the other casters. I don't quite know. Maybe. Alright, setting teams back up, looking for one last space. Lito going back in. So, now, I'd rate Delusional quite highly, but I don't know about the rest of that team. I think Irion's pretty decent. Teddy Cox has had some decent performances, so is Lolito. Pew I'm sad. I'm going to call them Pew from now on. I haven't seen them. Maybe they were playing, but they didn't leave an impression. However, the blue team I would say is going to win because they have Showvox, Ploksh, Bamboo Stick, Flaming Squid. It's pretty decent team. Like Nickel Sheep has also got a really decent tank. Not that I think they'll be playing tank, unless Showvox is again on DPS, which, to be fair, he was reasonably proficient on. Maybe, in fact, Showvox will not be playing DPS and will in fact be playing. Will not be playing for tank for the team, but will be playing DPS, and therefore we will have Bamboo Stick and someone else playing for them. Tronics being ever the gentleman. Not that I know Goodtronics at all. Maybe I've met them, but I don't remember their name. Aw, what a nice guy. Can I get a Goodtronics is a lovely man in spam in the chat, please? I mean, with all my 7 viewers, one of which is me, to be fair. Oh no, it's like 2, isn't it? Because if you've got it open, yeah, but 2 of them are me. So we've got 5 people who aren't me. Hey, I wouldn't listen to my voice for that long. Actually, I would. But yeah, so we're rolling out here.
Alright.
We're preparing to attack. Sorry, they were still lining in. Never quite looked out here. Wonder when that was made. Maybe it's a leak for a new hero. That would actually be pretty cool. I would play that character. Sorry. Back to the task at hand. Farah and a pharmacy coming on. We've got Delusional on Reaper this time. Maybe quite scared of. Showbox is indeed on DPS, as I said. Taking a lot of face damage there. Nickel Sheep getting a really nice pick on Delusional. Not normally what you see, but obviously had a little bit of help there. Showbox taking down Pew Pew, I'm sad. Really missing out. Irion getting chunked. Teddy Cox, though, revising Pew Pew, I'm sad, so that he can actually participate in this fight and not just sit out and be really sad. Irion taking out Plox, which is a nice pick onto the back line. You got a lot going on here. You got Showbox sitting just back here, dealing a lot of damage to all the people on the point. Delusional trying to get some damage down, having to Wraith form. Unfortunately, Showbox getting pushed back by some nice rockets there from Pew Pew inside. Sorry, Pew Pew. And a really good first bit for Red Team. And they take the point. And Irion and Loz both already have ultimate. And that's pretty sweet. I mean, even Showbox hasn't got ultimate. So, you know, if you get ultimate before Showbox, you're doing right. Plox getting a lot of chunk onto him. Almost resulting in a flag, but he gets healed back up. Delusional just waiting in the wings to try and clean up the tanks. Gets Discord and has to back off. Flaming Squid swapping onto the Reaper, trying to get some. Showbox killing down, putting down Irion. And then popping ult, but not really getting too much out of it before dying to Delusional. Gets healed. Nickel Sheep taking out Pew Pew on my side. Doing a really good job of taking out things he really shouldn't be taking out, is Nickel Sheep. A very, very good Roadhog there.
Experience tranquility.
You got Lilito jumping around on his own. Not really achieving to that ultimate is outside and will pick up a kill on Bambi. I think that is the first D.Va kill. Actually, no, I think there was one other once.
I will watch over you.
Teddy Cox getting picked off in the air by Plox. Really nice aiming from Plox. Is he the second coming of Vals? Or Boombox? Whichever one. It doesn't answer. It's up to you.
Push on.
Yeah. So Showbox standing on the high ground, taking a lot of damage out.
My ultimate is almost ready.
How do you spell what?
My ultimate is charging.
So they're just poking out. Oh wow, another pick from Plox. Really just slowing Red Team down and making them have to wait for their healer. Or just run in unprepared, which they're not doing, to their credit. Irion trying to get a good flank down, but they've got Nickel Sheep waiting for him in the wings. I mean, it's like they had a pre-arranged date. Trying to get some Reaper action going on there, which doesn't work. Killing off Junkrat, which I didn't see coming. From Pew Pew. Pew Pew, obviously a projectile master, killing off Flaming Squid. Plox, again, just look at that kill feed. Showbox doing a lot of work, popping ult there from Nickel, and getting a kill on Pew Pew.
My ultimate is
Lolito.
ready. Go.
Loz pushing forward, being boosted. Boostio! Delusional now going forward and chasing the tanks, which is probably ill-advised because all of the rest of the team is around and he could get hooked. Happened before and it's just happened again, he's died. Oh shit! Oh, fuck. Oh, I didn't realise. How is that one? Is that better?
I will watch over you.
Is that better? Oh no.
I will watch over you.
There we go, sweet. Nice Zarya ultimate there. But unfortunately, again, nothing to follow up on it, apart from the Showbox ult, which does well, and they managed to clinch out the game. Oh man, I can't believe I was doing that. Oh, how long was that on? Oh no, you're kidding me.
Score
Oh god.
1-0.
I hope it wasn't on for ages. I would die, IRL, of embarrassment. Oh, why didn't you tell me? Ah! Oh no! Oh, that's so embarrassing. Oh no. I can't go to any of the Gaming Society meetings anymore. Oh, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I do like talking. Hey! Let's go, my voice.
Let's get you healed up.
Enemy
Woohoo! Right, a lot of early damage onto the shield. Sorry,
enemy seen.
right. I got Showbox doing some poke down onto Lolito, but it's not really doing anything. You're never really going to do too much to an Orisa. Luciano going low but recalling. Claiming Squid getting really nice pick, but then it's getting reversed because Mercy is fun. Arione poking back, getting rid of some Matrix, but about to get chunked and is popped out of their ultimate. Bamboo Stick getting absolutely thoroughly ruined. Showbox, as I said, popped off. A couple of people getting absolutely ruined there too. Shovok on Farah falling down the hole, which is absolutely brilliant. Sorry. Pew Pew getting a lot, doing some work there on the Junkrat. Arione being right in the middle of a bunch of people, and getting punished for it. This hole is just swallowing up everything. No one is having a good day today. A nice ult there from Nickel Sheep, not really going to push him into the hole, so it's a bit disappointing in the grand scheme of this match. But generally, it's doing pretty well. Getting a kill onto Loz, which is really what you want. And Flaming Squid killing Teddycock, so it was unpunishable. Pew Pew getting a kill, but going down in the end. Delusional also to get kicked down. Pew Pew killed from the grave on Katronix, which is very unfortunate for Katronix, but yeah.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Alright.
Activating self-destruct.
An ultimate going in. Will it kill someone? Oh, that is the best D.Va ultimate we've had all day. That is impressive. Give Bamboo Stick a medal. Pew Pew killing Showbox. Which again, there's been a lot of strange killings onto Farahs that really shouldn't be happening. I think these Farahs are a little bit too low to the ground. Supports and Junkrat being around one side. It's kind of being split up. But Pew Pew doing a lot of work for what he's got to what he's got. Nickel Sheep just retreating back, not pushing too far, not wasting his life, just being in the middle of everyone. Like a lot of D.Vas have been doing today, unfortunately. They've been losing track of where they should be. A three-man stun, but unfortunately, no capitalization there from Delusional. I love the pun on his name, by the way. Oh, a nice hook there onto the D.Va, and it's going into an ult, which is going to achieve one kill. Oh, into a Junkrat ult, which does nothing. Plox rezzing two people, completely negating that ult. Flaming Squid getting really nice picks. Teddycock's raising Delusional, completely negating Flaming Squid's ult. Nickel Sheep getting a good kill onto. Oh, Showbox absolutely pumping. Lovely ultimate there from him. Flaming Squid, Squid wiping out the ultimate there. And Arione just goes down. Lovely wipe there from the team, and it looks like it's going to go on the side of blue.
Everyone, heal up.
And all I have to say is, told you so. Delusional getting reminiscent of old times. And an ult there. Just slowing people down, doesn't quite get anything, but I get the meaning. I get the heart behind it. Arione trying to rocket some people, but not really getting anything out of that. Lito just jumping around and nearly dying, but getting out with that jump. Arione just demacked and just unable to do anything. It just looks like Lolito trying to buy time. Showbox getting using Rocket Barrage just to slow them down, and that is Blue, as you can see from the on fire, stomping that game. It was 99% 0. Shovox with a lovely 4K. I'd like to highlight that Flaming Squid kills the Orisa ultimate after everyone else has died right at the end here. That's the really important thing here. Brilliant though. Oh, it was only a triple kill. Oh no, here's the quad. Oh, no, it doesn't count as a quad, but it was a quad in my heart, and that's what matters. Shovox showing how much work he was doing. He's just impressive. Gatronix being a good guy again. Good guy, Gatronix. Oh, sorry. That was video. Oh, I set up a stream overlay because I thought it was really clever. I even had music originally set up. It was going to be a song from Jet Set Radio. I forgot what it's called now. Something funky. That probably sounds like half the songs. But yeah, and then I decided, actually that's really loud, I'm not going to put that on. And then I also... Wait, all of them? Oh my god. I said, okay, I actually, I take that back. Oh no, I don't want to say that. That's what I say. I've never been so humiliated in my life. That is so bad.
Now entering the temple of Anubis.
At least you told me now, one. Oh, lovely, lovely cat picture. Let's focus on that. Oh, quite the glare. It's a bit sunny out there. Oh, fuck. Well, I'm not good with this, movement. A lovely day in... Is this near Cairo? I assume not. Because you can't really see city. Maybe it is. No, it's not near Cairo because there was not a Sphinx in Cairo. They built a city around the Sphinx. That just sounds like a dumb idea. I'm not going to lie to you. They clearly didn't think out what they're doing. For all of them. Oh no, why didn't you tell me earlier? Ah! It was at this moment he knew. He censored for Newcastle University audiences up. You thought it was intentional? Oh fuck. Do you think I'm that stupid? Not like this. I'm sure we can all laugh about this one day. One day. Well, right now, to be fair. Oh man.
Come out and face me.
Oh. Sorry, by the way, if you've heard any drinking noises, because I am drinking a lot of water because I'm getting really dry mouth. My lips are already cracked from a couple of days ago. Okay. So they're trying to push through. They've got a bit of harass coming in. Oh, really nice knockoff there from Pew Pew. Taking a lot of damage through his troubles, and they can't really capitalise it. And they look like they're going through the side. Got about 4 or 5 people in there, actually. Okay, so that quite worked. It was a good distraction. Looks like it's going to be a setup for a fight. Bamboo Stick looking probably for a good charge. Unfortunately, Pew Pew... Oh, Pew Pew taken down. Loz getting... Oh, lovely charge here from Bamboo. Trying to swing his hammer around and get some work done. Really does it. But then doesn't actually kill anyone. So that's not so great. Oh, lovely rocket barrage from there from Paradox. Probably going to make it out as well. That was brilliant. Nice shot there from there. Oh, getting a 4K. Bamboo Stick picking up the final 5th. When they already had one... picked. You figured I had bad internet. Oh, my internet's really good here. 600 up, 400 down, 9 ping. As I've said to like a ton of people. It's so good, dude. Anyway, so Saint picking off Pew Pew, but then, as usual, Mercy just going, nah, you're right. Mercy being really out of position. Oh, no, it's Saint that's out of position. And they're pushing up into high ground. Though you've got Saint trying to get out, and he does. Really nice res there. Neither teams have a pick. Red team on the point. Oh, Flaming Squid with a lovely ultimate there. Really doing a lot of work. Taking out 2 guys. Red team have absolutely snowballed at this point. Saint's going down. Delusional. He can play tanks too. You heard it here first. Irion just generally shooting bullets at the pharmacy, who seem to be slightly unsure of what they should be doing. It's not an ISP. It's the uni Wi-Fi. So I'm in halls, and they give me uni. So it gives me like an educational connection. But I use it for video games, which is brilliant. Unfortunately, I cannot play Rainbow Six Siege with friends, which is pretty shit. A nice Earth Shatter, but then a really good Diva ultimate in order to stop him from capitalizing on it too much. However, it did kill Irion as a result. Red team still just getting a lot of work out doing there. Irion rezzed and she can get straight back into mech. Doesn't really matter. Alita with a nice pick. Saint killing his counterpart in Flaming Squid. Delusional just getting a load of harass down on the side. Getting bumped around. Delusional having to retreat because he was taking a lot of damage. We got Bamboo with the best Reinhardt skin, by the way. Just so you know. Just so you know, okay? None of that other stuff. Missed that. Good fire strike to try and get some ult charge up. He's still 36%. Ult economy is definitely in favour of red. Got an ult there coming out, and it's gonna. Oh, only one. Probably gonna be rezzed. Yeah, Plock's just there. I mean, it's not the worst trade in the world. They're coming around right, and they managed to get nothing really out of it. Delusional walking onto point with ult. Really getting there. Flame is good, trying to get some picks from the side. But she's getting 1 kill. And it is an important kill, but Plox just brings it back right back up. The thing is getting 1 pick is now pretty irrelevant. Oh, okay. Saint just pops off alongside Bamboo Stick, and they just go ham. Pew Pew's still alive, Lolita's still alive, Teddy Cox. Oh no, Pew Pew wasn't. Oh, I just can't see. Rip 1. It's because I don't shut up 1. That's basically it. So yeah, some good holding of the point. Some nades being chucked down. Just general spam, trying to get the ult, trying to make it so they can just get what they need to get and break through the defensive blue team. Bamboo Stick doing a good shot. Bit on his own, wouldn't quite advise that. I've had that happen to me. He's dead. He is dead. There is no 2 ways about it. How is he not dead? Okay. Red team dropped the ball hard there. He should have been dead. Like.
My ultimate is ready.
Okay, I guess. I mean, they wasted his ult, to be honest with you. He didn't really get anything out of it. He can't use it to engage. But he can build it up pretty decently fast. Like, I mean, look at that. He's already at 20%. Zenyatta in order to push onto the point and to save his teammate. A nice charge, but doesn't really achieve too much. Delusional with a really good ult to kill Paradox Pixel. Paradox Pixel needs to work on how high he's being, because he's dying to these things repeatedly. Players good popping ult, killing Loz. Loz who killed Delusional. Teddy Cox rezzing a couple of people. Delusional getting a lot of work done, killing tanks and supports alike. He doesn't care, you're just dying. Lolito himself with a doesn't care if you're a tank or a DPS. Plox rezzing Nickel Sheep, but not much they can do. This is a red take, it looks like. They won't be able to rush on in time most likely. Delusion will probably be able to hold them, and that is game. Now we're swapping over to round 2, which will be slightly interesting. I don't know how Paradox Pixel's going to fare on offense, because he does get picked too easily. That is the criticism that I have of Paradox Pixel. So yeah. Hey. We are now looking at corner. That's my favourite corner in the whole of them. Actually, this is my favourite corner. Yeah. Can you tell me in chat, what is your favourite corner in all of Anubis. Come on. Don't be shy. Oh. I mean, this one here, this is a close second. This is what I'm going to. This is a good one. Because you're sitting there as Roadhog and you're just like, yeah, I'm just not going to get shot. The window's on the top right of choke. You mean here? Here? Or where? Yeah. To be fair, I didn't know that existed until someone linked a Genji video and said he did it, and I was like, what? I just had no idea. Pharmacy, what a surprise! It's not like we've seen it nearly every game. But I mean, it's strong, especially at low level where you have trouble killing those Pharahs if they're not great at dodging. So if they are great, if they are good at dodging. That was a bit of a missay. Oops, mistell. Pew Pew back on the Junkrat, which is really great on this map actually. As a great man once said, I'm always playing Junkrat on this map, to quote Wave Dash. Loz getting hooked, but nothing's coming of it. Arion getting a lot of damage. Pox almost popped. Not quite. Bamboo almost dying there. Bamboo resing Saint, though, who did die to Arion from a lot of splash damage. Blue are trying to pop through. Loz gets popped, which means it's going to be really hard for them to push through this area. Because the Winston cannot provide enough defense for the team in order to do that. Because that shield goes down pretty quickly. You'd really be surprised. They're pushing on through anyway. Get a nice pick onto Pew Pew. I think that's more of the fault of Red not properly capitalising on Plotch. Especially since they have... oh wait, they don't have a power. But Irion getting some nice kills, Flaming Squid getting good picks. Really impressed by by all of the Roadhogs that I've seen so far. So yeah. Trying to push through. Bamboo Stick popping out in order to just get back to safety because he was way out of the way. We got a Junkrat all coming in from the defense. Red are pushing back onto the point, and nothing really comes of that bomb. But Pew Pew dies as a result of trying to use it. It's not great. So we got Teddy Cox popping out in order to... Oh, no. Ignore me. Dead. Paradox Pixel trying to stop Delusion, so you can stay on the point and stop Delusional from delaying it. Flaming Squid finally goes down, and they are taking that point. Once you get one tick, very, very rare that they ever actually try and stall you, which is a little bit interesting from PP. Oh, he's trying to get like a pick with that, but they saw him. He's not getting anything. In fact, dies for his troubles. And I think that was a real mistake there. They might be able to push him, take that advantage and push. They're probably screaming comms, push, 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 push! But, like, they haven't quite, I was about to say, they haven't quite grouped up enough. Because they have a lot of ults. They could have done that. They're right there. If the rest of the team had pushed with them, that would have been brilliant. But the rest of the team wasn't grouped, and as a result, this is going to fail. They better not use any ults here, because if they do, it's a waste. Power Pixel goes down. And they're just not grouping enough. One, don't mention that I'm the guy who does that, what that Winston just did on our actual team. Oh. Right. So a lot of damage coming out here. Saint getting an ult, only getting one kill out of it, but it was the kill they need. Plotch getting a kill. Irion getting a nice ult there, but not quite enough. A bit of a mediocre Zarya ult because it was just sound barriered through. And then we got a big fight going on here. Delusional shielding Teddy Cox so he doesn't just get popped. We got the Junkrat tire coming in for a lovely, lovely 3k. Loz taking down Delusional result. Bamboo Stick keeping the pressure up with that Mercy. Irion trying to harass the Mercy down, but the D.Va sees him and ignores him for some reason. Plotch doing a decent amount of work, to be fair. I do rate Plotch's Winston in comparison to some of the other players here. I mean, they're all on fire. Starting to slightly fall off. I think Red are probably going to hold hands unless something goes terribly wrong. Blue don't have any more ults to extend the fight, though they might do if it keeps going this way. Enemy Squid popping ult, not properly off. Saint still on the point. Not quite a tick there, I think. I don't know. Is that a tick or is it not? Because if that's not a tick, I would be tilted if I were red team. Blue team. Blue team get the tick anyway. And they're going to take the whole match. Pushing on with 4 minutes to spare.
Complete.
Yeah, that was the point one. I don't actually feel embarrassed about it.
Score.
You got, jeez, that's not, but now it is. It's not a tick, that's 2 ticks! Oh. By the way, chat, if you have any questions for me, since I don't have a friend here, I'm all alone, other than you, chat. You're my best friend. If you have any questions for me about like the game, and if I know anything, I could probably respond to it. I like to think I know things. So yeah. Also, what do you think about my camera placement? Is it terrible? Should I be focusing on single players more, or is this how you like it? I mean, it gives a better overview of the fight, and it's better for an analysis view, but it's kind of maybe not action-packed enough. I don't know. I'm not a professional. I have literally done this for the first time. So, is there anything you'd rather have more?
Are you sure life isn't a game?
Soldier 76?
Smells like victory.
Yeah.
Smells like victory.
Saint BMing already. Just because he has 4 minutes. What a dick.
Don't worry, my friend. I am your shield.
Starting to push through. They're pushing through left this time, which I think actually they did last time. I think I'm full of rubbish. They're starting to push through this area, and they're going to be here.
You hear that?
You see they're fighting through walls, but Irion gets picked off by Nickelship. We had some really good Zen kills in this tryout. Irion diving in, but you don't want to be there, son, unless the team just fails to kill you. Okay, all right. Flaming Squid getting a lot of damage from that high ground. Really, really well using it well. Taking out Bamboo Stick, who was trying to be a Battle Mercy, which is very ill-advised. Don't ever do that. Plotch on the Reinhardt, which I'm doing a decent amount, but can't quite claw his team back into the game. And it looks like Red are going to take that point.
I'm on the objective. Right to my position.
So now I think Red might be hoping for a full first point hold. Otherwise, they're going to continue to have this issue. Or maybe a full second point hold if they take the second point. But taking a second point with 2 minutes, it's not easy. It's a hard point to take. So yeah. There's a bit of spam going on. They're prepping to go around the right. Delusional's just doing Genji things and being alone and just trying to do everything for his team.
Come here and get stabilized.
Delusional being a little bit I don't know quite why he's diving there. They need to find something to try and get on. If they can get a pick onto Loz, maybe demech him, because that's also can't be stopped by Mercy res. You can get rid of the mech of the D.Va. So yeah, there's a lot of damage happening here, but nothing quite coming to fruition. Saint, and just again more damage spam. They're aggressing onto Bamboo Stick. Bamboo Stick going down. No one can res him now. This could be a great time for Red to dive on. They're doing it now. Tac visors popped on both sides. An ult popped by Blue by Nickel Sheep. An ult popped by Irion on the Winston. Trying to just knock people around. Saint getting a lovely triple kill. Teddy Cox negating 2/3 of that work, and Irion just taking down Nickel Sheep, which is Bamboo Stick. And he goes, "Now you're right." A lovely ult there from Paradox Pixel, but unfortunately that shield is just going to stop him from doing anything. Delusional doing a lot of work, popping around, not quite getting the kills he needs this time, but he's doing a lot of harass, to be fair to him. And now he's running away with his tail between his legs, being chased by a Battle Mercy. Oh boy, that is PogChamp attack.
We can still win this.
Didn't even know. The sneaky Battle Mercy.
Time is against us. Press on.
Yeah. Again, some spam down middle. Plotch having a little bit of an inopportune dive as the rest of his team gets dived. This might be Irion doing a lot of work, but he just can't seem to find the supports. He's a little bit lost. Oh! And we had a Zarya, but it kind of... It was alright. I mean, they followed up on it with normal damage, and that worked enough for them, to be honest with you. Tac Visor popped by Flaming Squid. Trying to do something. Gets Nickel Sheep. Delusional finishes off Loz. Flaming Squid kills off Potch. And it looks like Red are going to hold. No, wait, sorry, they're attacking. Yeah. So you got a res there. You got Saint Ult still very good. Irion killing Bamboo Stick, which is very important for the fight. Loz killing the soldier, which is very good. But unfortunately, Teddy Cox gets him right back up to get back in there. Irion dealing a lot of damage. Loz popping the mech. Unfortunately, you got Prox coming in and stopping all that. Teddy Cox keeping up Irion, but Blue seem to be taking this now. Paradox Pixel dropping off, getting a double kill and cleaning up the fight. 2 CP, lol.
Score 2-3. Switching sides.
Okay, all right. I see your criticism. That's pretty fair. I'd like to. I'll work out how to do that some other time by going into. It's really weird. So before this, to like just make sure I had stuff down and understood how the camera worked. I went into a custom game and I just joined a random custom game, and like some of the weird and wacky games they're playing, just kind of strange. So yeah. Doesn't seem to be too much change up in. Shh, I was saying something. Doesn't seem to be too much change up in character picking. So, going back onto this Reaper though, I think he played it before. I don't think he actually played it the first time. I say that, and then they changed something. Also, I don't know if this Orisa was, but Irion was playing Orisa before, so and it was pretty decent. But the team couldn't quite capitalize on what it was doing. So that's what I'm looking for here. Delusional is actually very good. So, I mean, that could easily happen this time, rather than having to deal with SMH. My DPS are terrible. Can't even carry them. Maybe it wasn't Irion's, but someone's Orisa was doing well. Moving in from their left, their right. Loz getting hooked in. Again, getting popped, just like last time. Doesn't die this time, which is actually good for the team, because then they can't res him. The team is still heading up to platform, and they push on. Getting a lot of damage down onto the tanks due to the spread damage of Winston. Winston kind of backing out into a good corner. Oh, jumping up. Getting a lot of damage to Lolito. Not quite achieving what he wants. That Symmetra is scary. You got Irion dealing a lot of damage to the backline where she can. Getting booped around. I've never seen a Orisa that high before. Oh, an ult coming out from Delusional, but unfortunately that shield is really great from Plotch, saving the team. And Saint cleaning up the tanks on the point. Delusional killing off the support though, but Paradox killing him. Saint doing the same to Teddy Cox. And they're going to take that point. Not really much you can do about that. We got 3 minutes to take 2 ticks. Any sort of spam going to happen? Yeah, just general Roadhog spam. I appreciate that. So they look like they're going right side. The team seems to be a favoured side for teams in this tournament. Maybe because it has a bit more cover from the other sides. Doesn't have the high ground over there. Unfortunately, Saint gets hooked in and killed, but Bamboo sticks him right back up. The Irion is a little bit deep, but it doesn't matter because they've got ult. But that Reaper is scary even when you're in ult form. Nickel Sheep getting kills on Flaming Squid. Support all combat is happening here. Paradox Pixel getting some nice kills. Triple kill. Only 1 with his ult and 2 without. Hey, I love it when they get that. And the Mercy dying for our troubles of trying to res Orisa. I mean, hey, they're just trying to stall for time now. But it looks like it's going to be a wipe. A wash, in fact. Pew Pew just trying to do stuff, but... Who's still on? Oh. Lolito coming back on. Delusional was on the entire time. Really nice Tracer doing alright. But Saint doing a lot of work. Paradox Pixel also being a really consistent damage from this guy. I'm going to go to the Loo now because I already need the Loo. Enjoy this play of the game.
Play of the game.
And Zenya to play the game.
Gemeinsam kämpfen wir.
Epic.
Excellent.
Sherlock's itching to get to the fight. Same with Gatronics. Good guy Gatronics. If you can hear me, by the way, this is from Retona. Back! And Gatronics. Oh, Delusional's going. That's a pity. I mean, to be fair, Delusional's probably gonna be on the team. I would be surprised thoroughly if Delusional is not on the A team, because he is very good. Alright, are they not swapping out Delusional? Do we? Oh, yeah, so we have Flaming Squid and Ariona to go back in. Bamboo Stick.
Traveling to Numbani.
Let's go Bamboo! Let's go Bamboo! For Chinese New Year, I want them to release a Winston panda skin. I really need it. I need it in my life. Oh, is Angel... Oh! Sweet. Hey again. Did you just come back from the other stream? Hey Flame Squid. Yeah, no, fair enough. I can understand what you mean. Having playing a load of scrums and he's absolutely knackered. Oh, and people are turning up to the party, finally. We got Pew Pew on Zarya. Even with Showvoxed out, I'm angry.
How wonderful. A place where Omnic and human live as equals.
Banned. Bamboo trying to make more space for himself.
Let's get you healed up.
Oh, so I didn't even realise there was a fight. Sorry, I was concentrating on chat. Right, so really nice hook there from Nickel and he managed to get the kill on Pew Pew, which means he must use his shield a little bit early. Oh, okay, we're restarting anyway, so fuck that.
Traveling to Horizon Luna Colony.
I was completely, like, not paying attention. Oh, Horizon. I haven't seen... So, I've played about 3 or 4 maps on Horizon, because it wasn't part of the Scrub Cup, and it was just like... I don't know how I feel about it. It's a cool map, but it's very 2CP. That's the problem with it. I mean, basically you have to stay on here and maybe slightly go... But it's delusional, but the game's strong. or up here. That's the problem. You can get a couple of people up here, but not very often. And if you go back here, I can't go through those barriers. That is dumb. So yeah, and we're here. Sorry, if there are people here, they tend to kind of get screwed because they walk onto point, and there's a lot of natural defense against everywhere outside the point, which makes it really very easy to hold. It's like for the same reason that in CS:GO, when you plant the bomb, you plant it open because you're not sitting around the bomb. You're creating crossfires onto it, which is why this is a bad point to be outside of when you're trying to hold it normally. But if you're inside, there's lots of open sight lines. I mean, you can also have your supports back here. Very important. So yeah, I mean, I'm just a humble plat player, so I might be wrong, but that's my opinion on this map. Team Blue, where are you? Ba ba da ba da ba da ba. Ba da 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 do. Where are you? We love old cartoons in this chat, so get up in his house. Right, we got Torbjorn, which I didn't notice until just now, which is kind of interesting, but it's very good on this map, as I said, as before. And you get a lot of that early ult charge from that. Bamboo, going forward. Paradox Pixel, very far forward. I'd be surprised if he doesn't die for this. They're going around the left side, and they're just storming onto the point. And Paradox Pixel getting punished, as I said. That is the problem here. And it's actually the right way to deal with the Orisa Torbjorn strat on this map, is to go around this side, because you also have a little bit more, and you have the health packs behind you. Teddy Cox managed to keep it up. Paradox Pixel doing a lot of work after coming back. Sorry, but then dying straight away. Nickel Sheep trying to deal with that turret, and he manages to, alongside Plox. Shovox going, no, not really sure. He's got Molten Core on, which means he can just do whatever he wants, to be honest with you. Saint trying to get some good kills down on that Tracer. But generally, Gatronics is doing a lot of like area healing, and it's really managing to keep the team just that bit further away from dying. And they've got a lot of ults which they've managed to keep for the next point. Whereas Shovox has just changed off. They're going to have a hard time holding the second point. It might just be a steamroll. That is the way with some of these 2 CP maps. So yeah, Arion drops onto point and is just trying to not get one shot. You got an ult popped from Plox, but he's got the Shovox right on top of him, being a Genji mate, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to Plox. Plox will do whatever the hell he wants. Takes out the Irione as well. Pew Pew, I'm sad, is taken out by and it really looks like it's going to be a red capture. That is game. Wow, what a steamroll.
Complete. Score 0-2. Switching sides.
Oh! The rivalry. This will be the story of Newcastle esports. The rivalry between Paradox and Bamboo. I'm gonna be staying around for the entirety of this year, most likely even beyond, documenting this story. Not that Bamboo. I don't know if Bamboo's actually be staying here very long. He's in his 5th year. I don't know how many years you do for medicine, but you do a lot. But I think it might be exactly 5, maybe 6. Not sure. So we might only have Bamboo for a little bit longer. Feels bad, man. But yeah, I'm sure we'll get some random solo queue talent to fill in the void that Bamboo will leave in our hearts.
This life must agree with you.
And you are looking as lovely as ever.
I ship that so much.
You
It
know
is
that.
remarkable to find a
Where are you
bastion in such good operating conditions. Who
Yeah,
is
that's
responsible for your upkeep?
Beep.
Barrier
My ultimate is charging.
Barrier activated.
I don't know where I'm going to stand for this. Probably. Oh wait, I said. It moves like with a little bit of lag and acceleration that you're not quite used to. Mainly because you're not also used to flying. Like, look at that. That's me doing a proper circle.
I'm sorry, Ryan.
This is me doing
For
like
everything that happened,
my
I needed time.
yeah. It's very little friction.
Everyone dies.
Some of them are off campus. Yeah, so we might not have him for Well, we might have him for much longer. I don't know which of those years are. But we could have him for a very long time, and that would be great. Because I like this rivalry, and I want it more. Shovox again on the Genji. They got a Bastion and an Orisa and a Torbjorn. They're really going for the turtle strat. Because they just got to hold them for 3 minutes. If they can hold them at first point, pff, ain't no thing. They've also got a Reinhardt, which I didn't know. This is just absolute turtle. It's working quite well. The Ana doing a lot of work with that anti-heal. Never underestimate the anti-heal. It's pretty crazy. Shovox trying to get some damage onto Saint, but just can't. Saint stopping Lolito from doing massive damage in the backline. Shovox coming around the back and trying to get a little bit of harassment down while the rest of his team pushes through forward. But can't quite find the opening. Unfortunately, Bamboo Stick takes down Laws and his Diva's next popped and he can't really do anything. Pew Pew trying to get his team through that show. Just can't quite do it. Flox killing Laws and it's not looking good. I mean, they managed to kill the Torbjorn turret. Maybe now's the time. But they still have a character. They have one of their champions picked. How are they going to get through here? That is the question which we're all looking for. See, now with this damage boost, they're just going to wipe the team. I can't see any way they can't. Yeah, look at that. That is just a stomp with damage boost. There is no way. It's very unlikely, especially with all the utility that Orisa brings. Orisa doesn't quite fit into many comps, but she has such utility. She's not like amazing in like a bunch of areas, but she's very jack of all trades in that she has movement, she has a decent long range poke, she has tanking ability, and she has shields. Like, what more could you ask for? And team boosting in her ultimate. Shovox hiding behind the cover, trying to find his opening, but can't quite. And Lito getting pushed out. Not looking good for Team Blue. Unlucky. Shovox diving in the back line, trying to kill the turret. Kills the turret. Can he get out though? No, he dies for his troubles. And the Lucio doesn't quite pop up in time. But Lito getting a really nice kill onto the Bastion. Bastion getting back up, but will he die straight away? Shovox also back up, but red team are wiping the competition due to a molten core and just Bastion out. And also, Nickel Sheep doing a really great job on this Reinhardt of just doing damage and being the shield when he needs to be. Again, just sitting and poking. Just doing what this comp does best. Just making the opponent have a bad time. I mean, here comes Shovox again. But can he find anything? Getting Ana grenaded, trying to... Oh, whoops, I knocked my mouse. With wild gesticulation. Trying to get something here, but not quite finding it. I mean, he thought he found it earlier, but the res and all the ultimates coming out, they couldn't really get what they needed to. And with this Orisa ultimate coming out, I don't think they're going to find a way. Okay, maybe this is it. Oh, is this it? No, he didn't quite get what he needed. It was very close, but not quite. If he popped it a little, like a second earlier, maybe he would have gotten something. But red team are just still winning. I mean, Shovox killed the turret, so he could do something. But that's a nano-boosted Orisa. You're never going to kill that. That's just too much effort. I mean, they're going to have to kill Teddy Cox first, because he's just going to do things like that. And it's really obnoxious. Nickel Sheep just keeping himself and his team from dying. That's what he needs to do. Oh, and he can do that as well. I mean, hey, I'm not objecting. Oh, lovely Earth Shatter. Lovely Shatter. Now he's just going to make sure he doesn't... No one dies. No more people die to the thingy. This looks like it's red team's. Red team is stomp. Unfortunate. Lolito trying to do what he can. He's going down. And it's GG.
Play of the game.
Hero, I will watch over this.
Double kill. Double kill. Epic.
Ironclad.
Do. Hammer OP PogChamp. Oh, Junketing! Cool, blimey. I'm looking forward to this. I quite like this map. I played it like 3 times, but it's really fun. So all of this is being recorded, even like the first like 45 minutes of it is just the Newcastle University Overwatch thing. Yeah. Let's not talk about that anymore. Alrighty, I'm actually going to grab cider. Be right back. Thirsty.
Welcome to Junkertown.
We're in. Right, there we go. Probably better. I am lost. I'm not gonna lie. No, it's not. It annoys me that you can't go through certain walls as a spectator, because that's just really irritating to deal with. It is a nice look. I made it myself as well. Did you know that? I mean, the background is like made by someone else, and then I kind of put it all together. I composed it. Haha.
A moment to enjoy some peace and quiet. Probably just a moment.
Yeah, that was supposed to be for in between games. I was going to do a proper professional broadcast stream, and then I'm a moron.
Gorilla, just like in those old video games.
I get that a lot.
That's brilliant. I haven't heard that before. I love that. By the way, on all levels but physical, I am actually Winston. Well, probably not as clever. And not quite as hairy.
Get over here and drink up.
Oh, wow!
Onwards to victory.
Showbox with some really nice picks. Not that the first pick will ever matter, because of how Mercy now is. Oh, I can go through that. So Paradox Pixel getting a pick on Showbox, which is really important, because otherwise he was going to do mayhem in the backline. Paradox Pixel doing a lot of work, to be honest. Generally pretty good, but then he dies to Gatronics, because D.Va's just the natural enemy of all Pharahs now. Generally good fight going on, but no one quite dying yet. I say that, and then Nickel Sheep dies right away. Gatronics looks like he's about to get popped, but not quite. Yeah, he gets popped. No, he gets healed. We've got Gatronics about to be popped again. Will he get healed? Yeah. Lucio's under some threat. Lucio dies. We got May going down as well, which is allowing Red Team to push forward. Right.
My ultimate is almost ready.
No one can hide.
We have Lolito being a little more aggressive than I thought would have said. Saint jumping right into the back line, landing on top of Lucio, hoping to find something alongside the D.Va. Trying to find a pick, but can't quite find anything. Nickel Sheep a little bit out of position and dies for that. Iriona taking the Diva mech, and then that Zarya ultimate allows Iriona to just clean up alongside the Leo. I mean, Flaming Squid's still alive, but he's gonna die soon. No matter how annoying you are, Mei, you're eventually going to die. Or not. Apparently they're leaving her. Well, some spam from the battlements. Trying to kill Paradox Pixel, but getting some really nice juggling shots. Teddy Cox killing Mei, which is beautiful. I appreciate that. Paradox Pixel being a moron and then being helped out by Teddy Cox. Katronics getting a kill onto Loz, but again, Teddy Cox is going, no, you're alright, mate. Saint trying to look for an opening in order to jump onto the backline. Managed to find something there. Probably going to have to pop out. We got Lolito trying to find something. He got Showvox, but can't seem to get much more. The Mei seems to picks off the soldier on his own. If they can actually kill him, apparently not. They can't be asked to capitalize on it. Paradox Pixel getting a load of nice kills that I didn't notice in the backline. Whereas Iriona is killing Katronics. And Red take the first point pretty convincingly, to be honest.
Welcome to Junkertown.
Special delivery on the way.
Showvox looking for some early damage. Batman. Oh, he gets hit by the really nice Helix rocket from Iriona. So they're starting to roll through. Trying to look some damage from the high ground, but not quite dealing what they need. I mean, oh, that was very nice. Probably a kill going down here. Oh, no. Really nice healing coming in. Loz going down, though, from Showvox's lovely ultimate. Not quite picking off more than that, though. Paradox Pixel getting a return kill onto the Diva. Nickel Sheep keeping it up, and Saint doing a bunch of work.
My ultimate is charging.
I seem to have lost my temper.
Payload also. Target moving. My ultimate is ready.
Enemies detected.
Pushing up through high ground, getting the higher ground, it just allows you to kind of abuse the advantage you get from that in the vision. That's a bit of a mediocre ult there. Doesn't really get anything off it. Lolito tries to get a lot of damage to the backline, but an ultimate from Iriona not really achieving anything either. Teddy Cox keeping his team alive. Pew Pew managing to kill the soldier on his own. Looks like Showvox is almost dead, but his eyes going down in the end to Paradox Pixel. And Nickel keeping Showvox up anyway. Katronics taking down Lols, pretty nice job taking down the supports, but Teddy Cox just keeps him back up. Showvox manages to take a Paradox Pixel, shoots on the other foot now, and they're really trying to take out that Mercy in the high ground, but they're having real troubles doing that. And as a result, because of the popped ult, they just can't manage to kill anyone, it seems.
My ultimate
So yeah, Lolito's trying to get Showvox. Showvox is running back, and managed to get forward. Luckily, the rest of his team kind of won the fight. There. Showvox is probably dead here.
Heroes never die.
Are you even trying?
Here they come.
I'm ready to initiate self-destruct sequence.
Looks like Red are just pushing in the path. Oh, lovely bubble there from Lolito. And kill onto the onto Pew Pew.
Tactical visor activated.
Paradox with a really nice kill there. Tac Visor getting a kill onto Paradox. And the Mercy also going down. Means it's just complete, probably a one fight here for blue side. Saint managing to get a kill on Zarya with his Primal Rage. And Showvox finally picking off Loz in the backline. Lolito just being staggered. Little bit too far forward.
My ultimate is charging.
Right.
We need to keep the payload moving forward.
Bamboo Stick's trying to push forward, but he's all alone. Right now, Lolito's pushing it forward, but all their DPSs can't really see what they're doing. They're not able to interact with the fight much. They're getting the damage on the people on the high ground, like Showvox. Not really playing together, not calling their targets very well.
Oh, let's break it down.
Is really the issue here. Loz is dropping shield to keep his team alive, while Irione tries to get something out of his tackleizer, but it's just getting absolutely jumped by the tanks. Gatronics still having to deal with him because he got res, but the fights tend to be pretty stalematey. That ult's probably not going to achieve much. Oh, it manages to pick off Teddy Cog. Pretty lucky ult. Flaming Squid, brilliant follow-up. Looks like it's going to be continued push from that. Oh no, ult will hold. I don't know which side's pushing and which side's holding. Blue side are holding, so yeah.
Complete. Score 0-1. Switching sides.
Oh, there it is. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the screen. I was just sorting out messages. Mother. Ugh. I love my mother, really, but now is not the time! We're looking at Overwatch, jeez, come on. You wouldn't understand. What I find interesting about this tryout is that people have been switching around onto DPS and tank and support quite frequently, and I think that's very good actually, because it allows you to see kind of their general play rather than on a specific character. For example, Nickel Sheep's been on support, tank, and DPS throughout multiple games, and a set number of games wanting to be played for tryouts.
I will not juggle.
There are, I don't know how many games we're playing. I'm really sorry about that. I have no idea. I'm not organising this. I'm just casting it. If it goes past 9:30, that's where I want to get practice in for casting. So I'm going to probably stop it. If it goes to 9:30, then I'll stop. So another hour. But like, I don't know how many games. You don't have to watch. Or are they playing games? I don't know. If you can, ask Angel. She probably knows. Or Rob. Not Rob, sorry, Alpha. I can't remember his name. Really nice pick up to Paradox right there from Nickel Sheep. And Bamboo Stick's looking dangerous. Lita's getting chunked quite a bit as well. Paradox has respawned, which means he can't be resed, but I think. Nickel Sheep being quite defensive here, but managing to get the damage he wants anyway. We've got Shovox on Widow, which isn't really achieving too much this time. Widow on attack, probably swap off soon. Tanks, Loz getting popped. Nickel Sheep getting bunches of kills. As soon as I say that, Shovox gets a kill, then dies straight away. Nickel Sheep finishes off Loz. And Gatronics returns Shovox to his rightful place in life.
My ultimate is charging.
Trying to get some cool picks here from Shovox, but he's not quite getting what he needs. You got Irione popping out, but not really into. Shovox kicking off Bamboo Stick, but Teddy bringing him right back up for the good contest. Looks like it's all going pretty in favour of. Oh, okay, all right, there we go. So they managed to get a pick on the spot, even though that was a Rosario roll. They also managed to push it in. This has gone brilliantly in the way of Blue, because Red just weren't paying enough attention. Even though they might have had the advantage in teamfight, they just forgot to pay attention, and as a result, lost their support, lost all their team members, and they lost the first point.
Enemy contact.
My ultimate is almost ready.
So, pushing on through, already very close to winning this game. Gatronics being a little bit forward in my opinion, but it depends on the player. You got Saint pushing forward. All the ults are coming out now in order to just get this last-ditch offense in order to stop them from winning. An alright ult there from Loz. I mean, it kills Nickel Sheep. Nickel Sheep was doing a bunch of work. Irione killing off Saint with a lovely Helix rocket there. Shovox manages to get Teddy Cox, which could lead to their downfall if the blue team make a resurgence. I'm not sure on the return timings of this, but it could be very much in favour of blue, and this could lead to a really nice push, which is going to end red's chances.
Cold refreshment?
I am certainly in need of a cold refreshment, 76. Thank you very much, and that led to you dying because you offered me a drink. You should always focus on the battle, people. And Flaming Squid, D-Max, Loz. Oh, nice Zarya ultimate there to possibly finish off the game. Lovely Deadeye from Showbox, and Paradox Pixel trying his hardest and his darndest to keep this game alive, but it's not looking good. Nickel Sheep pushing it in. Saint getting kills. Katronics with the Battle Mercy. Beautiful. Showbox killing Iriona and killing all their counterparts. Okay, right. I'm not quite sure. I haven't played enough of the map. I'd quite like to highlight Nickel Sheep's soldier there. That was actually really good. Did a lot of work. Lolita was also really good at picking up kills on the backline, as he should be, and just dealing general area damage as you need to be. And this capitalization was purely due to him. Like the reason they won that, there wasn't enough damage pumped in, but he was there and he managed to do it because he get a lot of area damage on the Winston, which is good for killing like 3 or 4 people. I'd vote for Showbox though, out of these people. Iriona actually did pretty alright. It's kind of just got picked a couple of times. They lost because they didn't manage to do enough on the attack, so got screwed. Seamoth is your friend, Gatronics. Or Cumuff. I don't know. C-U-M-F-F. C-M-U, sorry. Not C-U-M, my bad. Not sorry. Okay, no. Doesn't matter. It's just because Gatronics was stopping soon. Oh, it was Loz. Okay. One true god, am I right?
Traveling to Dorado.
Now, the real winner of this match is decided by who can play the best song.
Remember your training, and we'll get through this just fine.
Some in match entertainment for the stream.
Violence always be the solution.
Well, no, because sometimes the solution is 4.
What happened to you?
You tell.
I'm escorting the payload. Assistance requested.
Just a bit of back and forth of friendly munitions between the two teams right now. Saint looking for a good drop down, but he has been caught. And he has to Wraith Form away. Paradox being very aggressive, managing to get the kill, but he might be punished himself. He's punished by I think, himself. But he does kill Bamboo Stick. But Saint is up in response. Gatronics manages to get Paradox Pixel. And that's a really good trade, because also it's a long time to get back here. Unfortunately, the backline is being attacked by a soldier, which is a pretty strange choice for a backline diver. But Saint dies to Paradox Pixel again, getting absolutely thoroughly wrecked by this Farah. It's just a terrible matchup for the Reaper, and he just doesn't do very well. I think what would be in order is a switch off of Reaper, purely because they need something which doesn't die. Or they need Ploksh to do a better job of killing the Farah. Shovox is doing a lot of work here behind this shield, managing to just take out everything that comes near him. Paradox Pixel again getting the kills around. Shovox with the headshot kills. Just doing work. Keeping them in the back corner, which the Winston jumps on, and they're just going to have a bad time. I mean, the Winston shouldn't go out too far, because there's a Reaper waiting for him there. Even if Reaper can't kill a flat, he will kill a Winston in 3 seconds flat. It's disgusting. The ult advantage is definitely in terms of red, just because they've done more, basically, and they've now got almost 5, nearly 6 ults. So yeah, they're pushing up together, and they're taking high ground with Lalito, which is a real shame, because it means that Ploksh can't sit up there and just do whatever he wants. They're being very aggressive, and Saint kills Paradox. Paradox kills Ploksh for that, but both are back up. Iriona manages to stop the Orisa ult as soon as it starts, pretty much. And it's a really good job. This soldier ult has really not achieved much. It's kind of disappointing. Paradox Pixel looking for some damage, though. Law's a little bit far forward, same with Iriona. They just die. Well, Laws should die. This Mercy was close to dying, but they didn't quite have the focus far enough to required to kill them. There's big fights going on here, but like, there's very little people dying. It's because of good healing assignment. Unfortunately, Iriona dropping an ult, which could get a kill. Kills Paradox Pixel. Most likely going to be res, though. Gatronics resing Paradox Pixel. A nice ultimate coming in here. Saint manages to kill one, and Loz kills the other. Really good picks there. Shovox going down, and that's a lot of damage coming away from blue team. They can't, sorry, red team. They can't really push without them. Iriona killing Pew Pew. Paradox going down, and it will be a hold for now. But we're just waiting till part 2, pushing through Dorado, Electric Boogaloo. And Shovox sneaking around the back for some damage. Didn't see him yet. He's got almost. Saint died and then got right back up again. You got Teddy Cox trying to force something, can't quite get what he needs to. Shovox dealing a lot of damage, but he's in danger. He's in danger. Had to run away, and he might die to the soldier behind him. Dropping of the Orisa ult, and they got all the damage coming in. Iriona again stopping it before it starts. Ploksh capitalizing on that. Unfortunately, a rocket barrage coming in, but going right down to Iriona. Bamboo Stick unfortunately going down. That's not someone you can res. Shovox dying and going back up right again due to Gatronics and Mercy. So yeah. Loz going down to Gatronics again. Gatronics with so many Mercy kills this in these games. Shovox getting another kill on the block. Teddy Cox doing a lot of work here, killing the tank killer and the tank. Really great job there from him. And the D.Va's also been demech. Bamboo Stick gets up Ploksh again, so it could lead to something big, possibly, if they retreat a little bit and wait for some friends to just kind of help them out a little bit. Because right now, not looking in a great position. This is looking like a little bit of a roll. After the original kind of hold that they had, attack visor activated from the high ground. It's going to push them all back, and the payload's going to roll on through. Shovox doing a lot of work, even without attack visor. The attack visor not actually achieving too much because they all ran away from it. But yeah, that could have led to something big if he kept Helix Rocket up though. Iriona just trying to contest, just trying to hold it for as long as they can. A really good job, to be fair. Iriona, one of the better D.Va players in this group, to be honest. Ploksh is just sitting on the back line, dealing out the sufficient amount of damage. You got Saint looking for something, doesn't quite find what he wants, but he managed to take out one person. You got Flaming just kind of poking with this area. Oh, Iriona and Saint taking out 2. Really great. Don't overextend too much though. It's very dangerous. If they had someone else you don't quite know, If Pew Pew had been on the other side, maybe they could have done something about that, or Paradox. It's a bit iffy. They're coming from the left side now, rather than the right side. It means they get the high ground advantage if they want it. And they also... Oh, Saint! Chasing Lolito. Managing to get a kill on him, which is really great. But Mercy getting him right back on. Oh! Oh, lovely, lovely Zarya roll. Oh, that was brilliant. That was... I think that was like a straight up 6k from the ult. That was really nice. Oh, fuck. I'm getting stuck on everything today. But yeah. Brilliant timing from Flaming, and a lovely follow-up by Saint, as well as I think Ploksh's ult was not necessary, but it did help clean it up. So yeah, Ploksh right clicks Paradox Pixel. Teddy Cox. Just kind of posing forward, nothing really happening. This is just shots being traded back and forward. Flaming Squid looking for some damage. Lolito jumping on the backline, but he's going to die for that. If he doesn't, I'd be very surprised. Oh, Ploksh taking a lot of damage. It's not a fight you want to take if the healing field's up for Soldier. Oh, Tac Visor popped, and really, really great frag there from the Showbox. 2 great frags. Can he get a third? No, not quite. Probably pick up Saint in the backline. Oh, oh, it's turning around. No, it's not. Alright, fine. Showbox with some really great frags. Like, he's just been chucking out buckets of damage. Like, filling them up. Like, he's in a boat that is capsizing due to an unbelievable amount of damage, and he's just trying to not die. Like, the only way he can get out of this boat is by just dealing a bunch of damage. And he is doing it. He is nailing that. So, yeah. Oh wow, Showbox again with another pick on the supports. Not something you would normally expect from a Soldier, but he's really doing what the team needs. He's replacing the need for a diver. Saint with an ult that leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, once the Mercy comes back... Oh, okay, fine, alright, maybe not. I mean, I think this is actually going to go in Blue's favour right now. Because they've got the numbers advantage and the spawn advantage. But... it's a solid push so far. Doing alright. Yeah, Paradox Pixel's going to get staggered here. That was a bit greedy. Oh no, wait, they haven't got enough time yet. Sorry, I was being silly. I didn't notice the time. Lolito trying its hardest to try and stall for time, but it's not looking great. Again, Teddy Cox having his stuff destroyed straight away. Just can't get the Orisa ult down and to get the full value out of it. He's achieving little to nothing with it. That's a real problem with this fight. See, now we've got Irione doing a lot. Oh, lovely, lovely grab. And an ultimate coming in. That's going to do... Well, actually, it did nothing because there was a shield in front, which is really great from Teddy Cox, but, like, it would have been great.
Score 0-2. Switching sides.
But it was a really nice ult to keep them off the point. But listen to that. Listen to that. You can hear people. That's terrifying. That's just not okay. And I respected Overwatch for the organisation that it was, but now it just involves innocent people. Oh, what happened? Oh, finally an actual pause that was done. I'm impressed, Angel. I'm proud. Woohoo! No one Discord mod should have all that power. How long have I been streaming for? Probably about like 2.25 hours. Wow. Oh. Oh, whoa. And your Techno like came around. The funny thing about that quote is that Techno was like really big in the divided Berlin. Like that just makes me laugh because like there's loads of scenarios where like Techno really boomed.
Back in my day, we'd have
A really nice fire strike there, getting some early. Oh no, it was bad. I thought it hit. That was a good fire strike. You got him a lot of percent. Iriona with some good fire strikes. It's the little things. Oh wow, shield already going down. That's not a good sign. It makes it really troublesome. In fact, if they continue to deal a lot of damage from the ledge, that would have gone very badly. Unfortunately, they didn't quite capitalize on the fact that they took down shield. Plotch taking down Paradox. Paradox is needing a lot of reses, but after the reses, he tends to do quite well. Paradox return killing on Plotch. Paradox going down again to Saint. Saint's got a pretty decent tracer from what I see. He's played it 2 games now, I think. Bamboo Stick is keeping up Plotch, so he doesn't die. And that's really important because you need the main DPS to just be constantly doing damage. It is of the same importance as a main tank. And a lovely shatter there leading to what looks like that point. Like, no matter what Paradox is trying to do here, it's not going to work. Solo, he's not going to achieve anything, unfortunately. Why Brosio? What? What? Can I? Really? Oh, that was a bit of an interesting charge. He's going to die for that. Yeah. Saint trying to get some damage on the shed. He really wants to be behind Sherbox and just dealing a bunch of damage, which he just tried to do. Oh, lovely shatter. That's going to be them dead. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, no. Paradox with a lovely ultimate there. Unfortunately, dying to Flaming Squid on the back of that. But Paradox getting back up due to Contronics. Yeah, it looks like Red have held this here again.
my ultimate is charging.
Iriona trying to advance, but there's so much spam coming out, he can't really drop his shield to move forward quickly. Pew Pew getting caught again and forcing the ultimate. This is really great picks coming out from these soldiers. They've got really good helix rockets. A nice shatter there, but not really enough to follow up on. There was that 3 group of 2 supports in their tank, and they just couldn't do anything about it. If they'd had an ultimate to follow up with that, that would have just been deadly. They would have won the fight instantly. Sherbox still doing a pretty good job on Reinhardt. Going back to his roots as a tank player, at least in these matches. Oh, that was unlucky timing for the drop shield, because Sherbox dropped the shield like a frame or so before that. That's why it went through. Teddy Cox ulting and getting Bamboo Stick, which is really what you want from here. If you can take Bamboo Stick, it just goes downhill. Saint with a triple kill. Lovely from Saint. Actually beautiful. Really nice stick. I was talking about his sticks not being so great. It's also because they're very difficult in his defense. But that was very good. Saint again with another kill. Really popping off here. Doing what he needs to carry the team. Not that the team especially needs carrying, but they needed someone to give a little bit of a standout performance. So, like, just give that little bit more.
I shall seize the payload safely to its destination.
Patronic's getting hooked, but Zarya is such a strong champion to deal with that. Plotch getting a couple of kills. Oh wow, really nice there from Plotch. Teddy Cox trying to get something working, but he's been seen and he's not going to get anything more. Teddy Cox, in fact, being pretty chunked. And, in fact, died to Plotch. Plotch a very solid soldier. It's not unbelievably outstanding, but it's doing a very good job. I mean, he got a really nice bunch of 3 kills there. But prior to that... And they've really turned this match around, because earlier on, when Red were holding, they were winning. Like they won like 2 fights in a row, and it was like, oh, Blue might not make this. But now they're really pushing forward at the right speed. Their DPSs are really stepping up that game. So yeah. In fact, oh, what a shatter! I mean, That's a bit interesting though. But hey, if it works, it works. They lost their turn. I bet they're very glad that wasn't Old Mercy now, because that would have been like a 4-man res. Whew. Yeah. Bamboo Stick doing a lot of work here. This is really keeping alive. Iriona doing damage on the front line, just hammering people in. If you're sticking out, he'll nail you in. A pretty decent shatter there, really gonna should be able to capitalize with it. Unfortunately, Roadhog has a lot of healing and it makes it very hard to do that. Lolito almost dead, has a lot of charge though. Oh, they're healing her, keeping her alive. Oh no. Paradox Pixel and Teddycox both fell. This is very bad for Red. They might be going down here. Teddycox falling again. Lucio falling again. Eutronics lives with a sliver of health. Shovox with a good hammer. Sorry, Earth Shatter, but just no one can get anything off of it. Shovox looking like he's gonna. Oh, a kill on Plotch. This could be a hold for now. Bamboo Stick dying. Really nice air shot there. Oh, I think was an air shot. Paradox Pixel, pretty decent aim. Like very impressive on a lot of these shots. And a hold very close to the end. They hold this, it would be unbelievably clutch. They need to group up more. I mean, like, that Lucio can't be that far forward. That is going to get punished, and they will lose the game because of it. That Saint is applying some decent pressure onto this, onto Teddycox. Paradox Pixel lurking damage, but Blur pushing through. They drop a sound barrier, a red drop sound barrier in order to try and deal with it. Teddycox popping ult, getting Saint, see if he can get anything else here. A nice charge, almost killed him, didn't quite. A good hammer, sorry, shatter, with a good follow up by Paradox and Teddycox. Maybe they will hold it. What a comeback! I mean, they were looking. It was going back and forth. Some really good games between this this group.
My ultimate is charging.
I have found the enemy. Come and face me. Area activated.
So Shovox is kind of looking to try and hold the line, but no one's with him. That's a problem. Look, he just dropped a shatter. I mean, that was a pretty poor shatter, to be honest to it. It kind of didn't achieve what he needed to, and he's dying to Flame Squid as a result. Shovox has been put back up, but like, he's positioning too far forward in comparison to his team. His team, like, at the start of fights, and then the rest of his team rushes too late. This is a Zarya ult, but are they going to be able to capitalize on it? Shovox dies to Flaming Squid. This isn't going well. Like, if Teddycox dies here, Iriona really bringing out the damage that he needs to. This could go. This is just game. Really? Oh, not. Paradox Pixel doing a really great job. Takes out Farah, staying in the sky. Teddycox dying with ult. Oh, the last ditch attempt. Oh, put Rocket Barrage, but there was no one on point. Unlucky. Well, it's not luck, but you get what I mean.
Play of the game.
Yeah, this is good. This is a really good catch. Watch us. And that Winston dies there, and it's a sextuple kill. Oh, it's amazing. Saint with a lot of numbers there, really pulling out of the bag.
Epic.
Right.
Spicy. Whew. Alright, there we go. Woohoo! Another one. Oh. Oh, anyone new that I haven't seen before? No, this is at the end, so it's unlikely. I'm gonna look at the teams. I think that the red team is going to win.
Now entering King's Row.
Actually, Iriona's pretty decent on tanks. I don't know. Depends on what the composition is. Shovok's on a tank. Okay, so Flaming Squid on a DPS. Not quite what I would choose. I mean, Shovok's is Zarya. I'm not gonna bet against that. I'm changing my mind. I'm going with Red. I believe in Shovok's Zarya. What up, Gat? My boy. How you doing?
Don't worry, my friends. I am your shield.
Just chitter-chatter in Discord. Oh, that's kind of cute. Oh, we're bringing out the Junkrat. Flaming Squid on the Junkrat. Potion. Watch them die to trap. Watch them die to trap. It's disgusting. When you're playing solo queue. I have a friend who plays Junkrat, right? Drops trap, drops bomb. You have no idea how many fucking times, how many times people walk into that. It's dumb.
Barrier activated.
So they're pushing out the gate. Good damage, man. A pharmacy popping up. Probably a little bit dangerous to go too high. Paradox a little bit too far forward. He could easily die here. Teddycock's taking some damage. Irione not looking great. Oh, takes a lot of damage to the face. Lolito getting chunked. Needs a little bit of healing. Oh, wow. Showbox is like taking down Nickel Sheep. Not that Nickel Sheep stays down for long. Lolito going down, and that's going to be permanent. Showbox killing Pew Pew. Wow. Showbox really popping off here. Flaming Squid also dealing a decent amount of damage. I mean, he's playing Junkrat. Kind of expected. It's pretty nutty sometimes. There we go. That's a really good hold, and Nickel Sheep getting staggered just as the rest of the team came out as well. Who am I missing? Who is being shot at here? Oh well, there was Saint in there. That's a little bit of a wrong place to be. You should not be inside houses. You're a bird. You need to fly free. Oh, it is always the Lucio. Actually, you're right. I like it now. I think about it. Yeah, you're really right. Right. So watch out for that ult. Is it actually going to achieve anything though? That's what I'm looking for. Oh! Ah, not quite. Chunked the Winston, but that's just going to get healed by. Showbox did take the mech. Saint taking out Nickel Sheep, but sorry, not Nickel Sheep. Irione, but take it. Oh wow! Paradox getting the 4K, completely wiping the team. Nothing you can do there, Mercy. Never bet against Shovox's Zarya. Domestically, at least. Saint dropping down, going back for some health. Got it. Got what he needed. Paradox, Pixel, and Teddy Cox, keep an eye out. Oh, you're a little bit out of position, aren't you, Plox? Yeah, he's probably going back. Saint, what are you doing? Saint, stop. Saint, please. Anyway, so Nickel popped up, but didn't get anything out of it, and then died to an Earth Shadow. Lolito got a really nice charge, but then died to the bombs because he charged the Junkrat. Irione demeching Bamboo Stick, which is kind of what you want. Plox killing Paradox Pixel again with the Battle Mercy kills. And they push onto the point, which I'm rather surprised about. That Blue let them get off. I mean, they got a kill. They lost Paradox Pixel, but they still could have muscled their way on in. Shovox moving on, asserting his dominance as a high energy Zarya, which you're allowed to do. Though dying because he tried to 1v6. Junkrat being maybe punished. Oh! Bamboo Stick versus... Oh, yeah. That doesn't end well for Zaryas. This is just not going to end well. Flame. Wow, you got a pick? That's impressive. You got 2 picks! 3! What a god! Sorry about my pathing, I'm just really bad at it. Alright. Note to team, don't put Saint on Farah. He just goes a little bit too far forward. Because that was like, if he was against the team with coordination, he would have just died. Pew Pew pushing a little bit forward again. These Lucios need to work on not being in the front of the tanks. Oh, nice charge. Made the best of a bad situation. Oh, there it goes. Alright, I guess that happened. That's... Oh, nice ult, but like there's, again, no one to... Oh, every time I say that, god damn it, Paradox, why do you have to prove me wrong? God's sake. Pushing forward to get a little poke down, but Paradox should probably fall back now. Don't want to die and risk losing the game because you were trying to get a little bit of extra damage. Oh, Showbox getting picked by Saint right away and an ult into killing Teddycox. Oh, this could be big, this could be big! Killing Loz, this looks like a one fight for red. They've only got to kill 3 more people. One of which is respawning. Looks like they're probably going to make it to the final corner.
We still need you.
Junkrat really needs to fall back. He can't really fight here. But he's a fool and does not. And as a result... Yeah, they need to hold this corner. They need to watch out for Saint. Saint's got good accuracy on his shots and he understands, but he just goes a little bit too ham sometimes. Nickel Sheep pushing forward with his ult. Really nice shadow, but again, nothing to capitalize. Nickel Sheep, Teddy keeping Showbox up, and he's doing a lot of work. Oh wow, nice shadow there, but yeah. Oh, okay, alright. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need no DPS to capitalize upon his ults. He's gonna do it himself. He's a strong, independent tank main. Oh, nice rocket rod. Good ult, hopefully. Yeah, gets a kill on Teddycox, that's what you need. Showbox, however, along with Flaming Squid and Paradox, just taking kills back. Unfortunately, Paradox didn't keep his ult for as long as he should have, and therefore is punished for that, because that could have been a triple kill. And Irione wins the honourable combat. Showbox, just popping off, dude.
My ultimate is charging. Got it.
Keeping his team alive. Grabbing them by the balls and dragging them to holding the point.
My ultimate is charging.
The pharmacy trying to poke over the rooftops, but like not really going to achieve much with good healing. They're just going to charge the enemy ult. Here the ult economy is definitely in favour of blue. Which they can use to their advantage if they get the right situation. Unfortunately, red have really split up until, and then they all just come up mid. They're not very good at collecting each other together, and as a result, they just lost a load of men for nothing. And a really nice shatter there from Irione. Unfortunately, pretty much saving half the team. Showbox, that was a little bit questionable. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm losing my faith, but you held the point anyway.
Complete.
Yeah, no, Gatronics, I agree, it's so easy to be overzealous, but you need the discipline to not. So I was playing in Scrub Cup, and you wouldn't believe the amount of Lucios, which as a Winston I could just dive on and kill because they were in front of the tank. And was like, you stupid? Like, come on. And you see the Reaper just walk up and go, bang, bang, dead. Like, you just need to not. Just, if you are in front of that shield, you will die, so don't. It's just like, come on. It's easy. Just think. Yeah. I get what you mean, you kind of get swept up in the whole Lucio, because he's quite a kind of an upbeat character, and you feel kind of aggressive because you're moving so fast. Yeah, you think you're invincible, because no one hits you. And then you get hit and you're like, oh, okay, I guess. By the way, if anyone has a suggestion for good restaurants in Newcastle, could you please tell me, because my parents are coming up, and I need somewhere to choose, and they're paying, so let's go. you're going to have this 2-1 when you grow up and go to college if you
No
like
mercy.
unbelievable debt, because America really hates
No
their young
mercy.
children.
What are you looking at?
No mercy.
I'm not a miracle then. Well, not always.
No mercy.
I can't wait to go home and have my mum's cooking. Like, I actually can't. Like, I'm so terrible at cooking in comparison to her.
I make this look good. Real good.
Pew Pew does in fact make this look very good.
Enemy contact.
Oh, bit of a whiff fire strike. A bit disappointed though. Let down, Nickel Sheep. Let down. That was a slightly aggressive charge, but it's working. Okay, he went up because of the Zarya shield, and they're really able to aggress. But Iriona dies in the end because Lolito is playing Reaper, and that will just happen to you. Nickel facing slightly the wrong way. There's not really. Okay, sorry, I didn't notice a soldier there. He's facing the right way. Irione just going ham as much as he can. He thinks the enemies are pigs, and he's gonna throw him. He's going ham. Bamboo Stick charged as high heaven. It's charged as Showfox. That's saying something, boy. Keep it up, keep it up. Really great. Bamboo Stick just generally got good shields, keeping it up, keeping his team alive. Someone needs to really deal with Irione because he's being a right pain in the middle. Showfox getting a really good kill onto Bamboo Stick. Not so great ult. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but like, Saint is probably going to die soon. Like, Saint should die. That was also questionable. We've had some pretty awkward ults here. And Showfox, as the meter of justice, just hands out instant deaths for being a dum-dum. And Flaming Squid is actually a very good ult for once. Well, not for once for him, but for this fight. Picking 3 characters with Mercy first. That's pretty brilliant. I mean, they've pretty much won this fight here now, as a result of that. All credit there to Flaming Squid with a 4K in that fight.
My ultimate is almost
Secure
ready.
the objective.
Big Muscle and Baby Fancy Babucha. Sorry, sorry. Something called Babucha. Is Babucha like Mexican or Spanish cuisine or something? Anyway, a nice fire strike there from Irione, but doesn't quite hit anyone. It was a good zoning one. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. Showfox. Irione, you need to chill, mate. You really need to chill. There is a Reaper on the enemy side. He will just kill you. Stop. That was a good fire strike. Oh, lovely rocket barrage from Paradox. I mean, I'm sure you can drop all your enabling ults after they ult, the Paradox ults, I guess. But that's not normally how you do it.
My ultimate is charging. Everyone, heal up.
Heroes never die.
Saint pops Tac Visor, tries to get something out of it. They ult, but they're not really going to kill anyone more. They got Paradox. Oh wow, Lolito managed to get Showbox actually. I always underestimate how much damage Reaper does to everyone. Loz trying to solo keep it going, but they're just going to get staggered. The team shouldn't be doing this. It's 4v5, and it's just going to end badly. Like with that Shatter, and it's just ruining everyone's day. Rip that Lucio, and they had to retreat. To tell it. Oh, okay, yeah. Same thing, innit?
Visor ready for deployment.
We still need you.
Showfox just trying to apply some shield pressure onto Nickel Sheep. Just trying to do stuff. He's using his time wisely, which is good to say for a university student. I'm proud of you, Showfox. Nickel Sheep just trying to hold the line against Iriona's unbelievable aggression, but his shield went down and Iriona just took the chance, and as a result is getting tons of damage on backline. Unfortunately, there's an ult on the backline from Lolito, and it was a really nice one to take out Teddy Cox. Not the greatest ult, but at least it hit where it mattered. And as a result, he walks back in and just takes out Irione, because there's no one to keep him alive. I mean, Flaming Squid really just had to fall back here and get onto the high ground, because he has to do something, but if he stays down, he will just die to the Reaper, who is now also up there and chasing him. He is not having a good day. He's dead. Oh no, he's not. He's keeping it at range. Oh no, he's dead.
Oh yeah, my ultimate is
My ultimate is charging. Enemy contact.
My ultimate is charging.
So, I'd like to say that pretty much blue have the advantage. No, sorry. Red have the advantage in ult because they're about to get their third ult, and whereas blue have only got 2, and they're not too close to their third. Showbox is trying to fight Lolito, but it's not going. What a shatter! Oh boy, that was sick. Lovely one there, Nickel Sheep. We got Iriana going right in. Oh wow, what a mess! Oh, what an ult! Just watch him charge in there. Prox should be dead too. Oh, Lolito with a lovely, lovely ult, finishing off 3 of the backline, and the well, including 2 tanks. Nickel Sheep. That's just murder. Shouldn't get away with it. Not okay.
My ultimate.
We need to keep the payload moving forward.
Finally, they're holding the payload against probably what is the second or last push of blue. Paradox Pixel hovering in the air, looking for somewhere where he can deal damage. You got Flaming Squid going around for a brilliant flank visor. Oh wow, really nice there from Flaming Squid. Hopefully he doesn't die to Bamboo. Yeah, this is a 1 fight. They're pushing on through to the next half. This. Wow. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot that they'd only made it there. Yeah, that's GG. Really great job there from Blue. I'd like to say thank you very much to the chat, and I'd like to say thank you. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'd like to say thank you to the players for being terrible but great sometimes. I'm kidding. You're all really good. Good job, and I hope you win the NUEL. And I hope that I am to chronicle your story of Bamboo and Paradox's rivalry, PogChamp. So yeah, Control Alt A. Oh, maybe that's the wrong one.
Epic. Hard work
It's
is
control.
its own reward.
Alright. No problem. You were decent. Why is your text in purple? Oh, because it thought it was a link. Alright. Oh, man. Let me just sort out OBS. So now.
And a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.